Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good. Oh, Daddy, we live? I think we're live. We're cooking. Oh, my bad. What am I thinking? Buckle up. You know the deal. All right. Let's party. Let's have some fun. All right. So tonight's show is going to be a little bit different. Had a little bit of hiccups through the week. My computer was just broke all week. I just got it back today. So we're good. For a second, I thought I was going to have to cancel this. So we're doing a giveaway. All right. We're going to have some fun. And to this guy, has this show turned into The Price is Right? No, The Price is not right. God, I hate that Bob Barker. Happy Gilmore. That's the best. No, once in a while, I'm going to do some small time Oprah stuff. You get $100. So we're going to do $500, but I'm not just giving one person $500. It's going to be 5 people, $100 each. Okay. You call in. You don't need the craziest sob story to get this money. Just, if you call in, keep it bullet point. Okay. And if it sounds worthy, then you get $100. It's that simple. I mean, if you got a crazy story, obviously, we want some good shit here. Okay. Once, you can over embellish a little bit, make it fun. Okay. But yeah, that's the deal. We're going to get this cooking. Appreciate everybody coming in. Nomad Brad. That's a good name. He goes, "Hey brother, love your channel. Thank you. I've been watching for a while now. Would love to hop on the live and talk about my 6 years of living in a van and what it cost me to live. Please do." I'm somebody, when I lived out in California, it was like 2015, and my neighbor was around my age. He moved in, and they had this. Oh, this was the sickest thing. They had this OG, like 1985, weird van. And the top of the van, when you're parked, you could pop the top and it would go up like an extra 2.5 feet. And then you could put like a bunk bed in, this is real shit, in the top of the van. And this thing was old school. I love vintage shit. So I was like geeking out. And so we had a bunk bed situation, then a bed on the surface level, a sink, stovetop. I was like, wait, what? That was the first time I ever heard of van life. And so I always would fantasize of like doing the van life, at least just for a little bit. It sounded like a lot of fun, but I never did it. So that would be awesome. And another thing I thought of too with the van life was kind of like being alone all the time. I'm as a 34-year-old dude, now I'm like learning how to be alone. And I got to tell you, it's not that easy. I'm sure eventually when I get used to it, I'll be okay. But I think that's one thing. But yeah, Nomad Brad, please call in. I'm going to put the link in soon. Give it about a couple minutes, go through some comments, and then we'll get this party started. Bum, bum, bum. Give away some money, have some fun. I wonder if he's going to break anything. Yeah, I actually just went and bought some stuff to break because I ran out of stuff to break. So I got some more shit though. I don't know if I'm going to break anything today. I didn't get anything next to me. I might. I don't know. We'll see. Single mom doing alone here. It's hard, but God keeps us. It's good to see others waking up and questioning, asking questions in this time. Yeah, not cool. All right, let's see. What's up, YZTC? How you doing, man? My man, we're going to keep it loose, keep it fresh. I'm about to pop the link in soon. All the new people coming in here. We'll get this party started. But we're going to give away some money today. We got 5 people going to get $100 each. And it doesn't need to be the craziest sobbest story, okay? Like, even if you have a full-time job and you just can't seem to get ahead, all right? It's not easy to put yourself out there, but, what are you going to do? He goes, I want to wash my car, but I'm waiting on the next car payment video so I can listen to it while I'm cleaning. Yeah, I got one coming out. I'm working on one. I didn't have a computer all week, so that was fun. Luckily, I had a couple videos queued up. And then the one video I did at the pool, God, that was so ghetto. That took me like a whole day to make because I didn't have my computer. So it was like the most difficult thing. It was all right. He did okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that guy, the sacrificial cow dude. Yeah, he was. He's something else actually. I heard him on Shape's show. And that guy was crazy. He needs to call in. That dude's wild, man. Bum, 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 bum. All right, you know what? So before we start this giveaway, I'm about to put the link in the chat. If you're new to the show, you just click the link. As long you got a phone, you can call right in. Preferably show your face. If not, I get it, but we're kind of past that point on this show. And just a heads up, a dude named RC Wolfie and this gentleman here, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, have donated to give away this money. We're going to be doing another $500 giveaway about a month from now. That's going to be from this gentleman here, Whiskey Tango. And so those are the two guys. And I'm also throwing in my own money as well. So we're going to have some fun. Okay. It's going to be a good time. And before we get this party started, take a hit. All right. I'm going to pop the link in right now. Whoever wants to get this thing jumping. Let's rev it up. You know what I'm saying? All right. Bum, 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 bum. Kevin says, "How's everyone doing today? Hope you all are surviving." I'm doing okay. I've been feeling a lot better since the whole breakup with my girlfriend and all that. I'm basically over it. I do miss her, but it is what it is. But that's just something I'm dealing with. I know I have a roommate, my boy Taco. But man, just getting older is like, fuck. All my friends are married, girlfriends. We never see each other. Everyone's too busy working. Who would have thought? Yeah, it's just I guess I've just been so fortunate enough to always have people around me my whole life, and now I'm having to learn how to not have that. So that's fun. I'm sure I'll be fine, but I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I hope everyone else is doing good. What's up, DJ? How you doing? All right, we got a bunch of people calling in. I'm gonna take. All right, everybody who's waiting in the queue, do me a favor. If you're calling in for money, raise your hand for me. If you guys don't mind. Okay. All right. So let's do a one money one first. Then I'm gonna go to Nomad Brad after that. So Emma, you're coming in. Be ready. Okay. All right. Let's get this party started.
Hey, what's up?
Emma, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, you're echoing.
Oh, wait,
good.
sorry. No, I'll fix that.
Not
Hey,
cool.
what's up?
All right. There she is. She's back. All right. Very cool. No, I didn't want to give you a hard time, but okay. So Emma, how old are you and where are you calling from?
What?
I said, how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 31. I'm calling from New Jersey.
All right. We got the Jersey girl. The Jersey Shore. All right. Yeah. Fuck. I'm just kidding. All right. So Emma, so you're calling in $100. Keep it bullet point, but what are you dealing with right now? And why could you use an extra $100?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm the first one, so I don't think my sob story is like that huge. It's pretty like you say, it's classic. It's classic. I'm just a struggling school teacher. It could really help me out. I'm a first year art teacher at a high school, and so when you start off, it's like tier one. And I was kind of kicked out of my family home. I would love to live with my parents, but my family was like, once you get a job, they're like, get the fuck out. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Yeah, shit, fuck, tits, whatever you want.
Yeah. So yeah, my rent in New Jersey is like $2,000 a month, and teachers don't get paid that much. But mostly I called in because I want to say hi. What's up? I love your show. I watch it all the time. It's so good.
Thank
I
you.
love your sense of humor.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Wow. But yeah, no, it's just a typical like struggling school teacher like I'm sure people have bigger sob stories out there, but yeah, I guess I signed up for rent that was a little beyond my means, and so I've been trying to get used to the pay, every month of the 2 grand on top of everything else, yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I mostly called in to say hi.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So one, I feel like 2 grand's kind of normal, but I don't know Jersey. So like, what were like your options other than 2 grand a month? Like, can you give us some insight on that real quick? Kind of like, if you
Yeah,
could go, if you could go lower, was it just super shitty neighborhood, or is
yeah,
that
I
just
was
like
looking.
standard?
Yeah, no, I was looking in. So, but where I come from, I'll just say the town, I guess. I come from Rahway, New Jersey,
Okay.
and I wanted to stay in Rahway, but it was like a $405 premium, and my budget was like 18, and all the apartments I was seeing for 18, they were just pretty like run down, wasn't renovated. One of them seems like a motel situation with one like shitty door, and the neighbors look like I don't know, freaked me out a little bit. But so I moved to the next town over in Linden, where it's a lot cheaper, but obviously it's not as nice a neighborhood. And so yeah, I guess I compromised on the location to have a decent place to live. Like the apartment is quite nice of where I ended up,
I
but
get it.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I want to buy a house. I can't afford it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Most of us can't. Yeah.
I know I can't afford
Oh,
it. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I mostly called in to say, yeah, I can use an extra $100, of course. But I mostly called in to like say hi. I've been watching your show for weeks, and I love how much it resonates with everyone. We're all going through this, especially millennials and Gen Zers. It's all over the internet, of course, because we're the internet kids. But it's just so nice to have to see that, and you adding your sense of humor to it just like cracks me up every day. I look forward to your drops all the time. Like, oh my God, yay! Like, just
I
like
appreciate
so
that.
funny. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Everybody in the chat, type yes if we're gonna give her $100, or type no, and I'm gonna give that about 30 seconds. You can go ahead and do that.
Oh, this
Meanwhile,
guy's saying,
this guy goes sleep at the school at night,
yeah, sleep at the
room and
school. I mean,
board.
I do have my own classroom. I mean, I could sleep at the school. I
It's
don't
a
know. The
thought.
janitors would be like, what the hell's going on?
You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do is you need to watch that movie School of Rock, and
Oh,
and not for the music wise, but just get a grip of how sneaky that movie was, and maybe you could
mm.
shift something up. Or like in Seinfeld, the George character, he would sleep under his desk. You could maybe fashion a
Oh
you
my
could cut it,
God.
you could cut out a thing in there,
Yeah,
and
I've been in janky situations. I've actually lived on a school bus before, and I lived in my car, like you. I lived in a car and a school bus in Denver for a year.
oh
Um,
wow,
yeah, so I used to go to Planet Fitness to take my shower, sleeping at Walmart and all that. So, yeah, I've been there. I've definitely been there in those kind of janky situations. It was an 8-speed high-low from Nevada. I drove it over from Nevada, and I had to take the back roads because it was a farm bus. It wouldn't go over like 50 miles an hour, but
those are the best. Yeah.
yeah,
All right,
oh my God.
so it looks like it's a 50-50 split. Well, you know what?
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
gonna I'm gonna go ahead and just say, you know what? Fuck it. This person has a job. They're a teacher, and I'm gonna go ahead and give them the money because no
Oh
one
my
else is
God,
signing up for the job.
that's
So
crazy.
so you got two options. I hope you have one of them. We got Zelle or we got Cash App.
I do. I have Zelle. That's so crazy though. Oh my God. I mostly
Now
call and
we're
say
gonna
hey and stuff. Oh my God.
look. You know
Yeah.
what? Here's how life works in my eyes. You know, just because you're doing well, there's like that mindset of, I'm gonna end on this note. There's that mindset of like, oh, that person already has 5 grand, like to someone who has no money. So in their eyes, that person's rich, but really that person's probably working really hard. So so it's almost like I would be more comfortable giving you $100 than a homeless guy $100, because the
Yeah, I feel
probability
that.
of him doing drugs and all the wrong things is higher than, you know, somebody who has a job and who's trying. So that's just kind of my mindset. Now, I'm not
Oh
saying I'm
my
not going to
gosh.
help anybody. If somebody's like living in their car, you know, it's probably like, winner, here's
Yeah,
$5,000.
no, I've been
Yeah,
there
yeah.
myself. I've also lived in my car and on like I know what it's like to be homeless and
Oh, it's terrible.
struggling. Yeah, it's a lot. It could be a
I mean,
lot. Like,
it was cool the first like week or two.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
cool. It was cool.
After that, it
It
was
was,
like this
yeah. I
sucked.
was
Yeah.
I was doing it because I actually got kicked out of art school and I was like, fuck society, like this shit is whack. I'm going to live in a car. So I think like you, I did it by choice. You know, it wasn't like I was evicted or anything. I was kind of like
Oh,
freedom was taken
I
away.
was evicted. Yeah,
Oh,
was
you
not
were.
my choice.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, oh.
Our whole no,
Okay.
no, no. My whole apartment complex got sold, so everybody had
Oh,
to
yeah.
move. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so real quick though, we're gonna keep this party moving. What's your Zelle information here? I'm gonna zip this over.
It's Emma, EMMA,
Is
Lynn,
this
LY.
is this is email?
It's my email. I mean, do you want my cell phone instead? Or no,
Um,
maybe I'll just
well,
do my
there's
email.
it's okay. Hold on one second. I'm almost there. I can't just leave my bank apps open. They shut you out automatically, so I got to log in every
Oh,
time here. Okay.
no, it's all good.
All right. We're cooking. Stay patient, guys. Okay, we're trying to give away money here. All right. Nothing
Yeah. Okay.
crazy. All right. Okay, so we're gonna send. Boom, boom. Okay, so what's the email?
It's Emma, EMMA, Lynn, LYNN, Mark, MARK at yahoo.com.
At Yahoo. Can you shut your blinker off if you don't mind? I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had it on the whole time. I'm just
It's
so
okay. It's
out of
okay.
it.
It's all
Like,
right. Nearly ruined the entire stream. It's fine. No big deal.
I know. Oh my God, I
I'm
should have
kidding. I'm
shut
kidding.
that off
All right.
immediately.
So it's EMMALYNNMARK at yahoo.com.
Yes, two N's
Okay.
and Lynn. Yeah.
Two ends? Yeah, yeah, I got two ends in there.
Yeah.
All right. We're doing it right now. And then we're gonna keep this party moving. Hold on. Boom. Okay. Bang bang. Oh, don't ask me for that two-step verification shit. Okay, there
Oh,
we go.
that's my phone. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you
Hold
so
on.
much. Wow. That's
Hope.
so cool. Wow.
All right, Emma. Great luck with the whole teaching thing. I hope that
Thank
works
you
out,
so
and
much.
I hope you have a pension. And you
I
know,
am working on it. Yeah. It's my first year. You know, you start at the bottom. I'm trying to like,
well,
yeah.
I appreciate you calling in. Have a wonderful
Thank
day,
you.
and
Thank
yeah,
you.
best of luck to you. No problem. All right. I know a lot of you guys were trying to. I saw some people in here saying bring up our political views and shit. I really don't care. Okay. I'll drop the link again. There, the queue is full. All right. So we got one down. We got four more people. Anybody new here watching? I'm putting the link in the chat. If you can't get in, that's because the queue is full. But basically, $100 to 5 different people. And now we're down to 4 people left. All right. You guys can't see anybody that's sitting here. It looks like the Brady Bunch below my computer screen. So everybody in here watching, who's calling in to try and get money, raise your hand for me just so I get a grip. Okay, we got one guy, we got another guy, we got another guy. Okay. So who was it? Okay, so TAJH, you're gonna be after Nomad Brad here. Nomad Brad, you're coming in, baby. Coming in hot.
Hey, what's going on, Jack? Good to see you, brother.
My man, my man. So Brad, how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 38 and I'm currently in Arizona.
All right, all right. So from your comment earlier, you said you've been living in a van for about 6 years. And so why don't you go ahead and tell us, because this is, I feel like you started when it's first started to kind of go up. Now it's like super normal. So what was your one? Give us why you did it and then go from there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started early, like March 2018. And at the time, I was making pretty decent money. I was a heating and cooling technician. I was making like 25 an hour, plus there were some bonuses. And I was living in Oregon. And even with that income, I was starting to just see how expenses were piling up. And I remember kind of the pivotal moment for me was I had to replace all the tires on my pickup truck at the time. And it was right after I got paid. And that like kind of wiped out my bank account. And I was like, holy
That'll
crap.
happen. That'll happen.
And I was like, I had basically can't spend money now for 2 weeks. And that was kind of the first eye opener for me of like how expenses were getting out of control. And at the same time, I was just feeling the grind of working like 50 hours plus, and I couldn't see any path to get out of that, and I just decided kind of I need to figure out something else. At the same time, I was waking up, I was figuring out, money's a scam and taxes are kind
Time
of
and money. Time and
ridiculous.
money is a made up construct by the government. Yeah, yeah. I've dated. I bet. I get it. I've been there.
I went down the rabbit hole. I watched
Oh
all the
yeah.
YouTube videos, and so I was just like, I want out of the system. And so I just sold everything I had. I bought a van at the time for like 5 grand, an old beater van. And I had some skills because of the trade I was in. So I converted it myself
Oh,
and
nice.
just started traveling. And I didn't know how long it was going to be. I wasn't sure if it was a permanent solution, but here I am, 6 years later. And what's crazy, Jack, is when I got started, it was mostly people that were doing it like for fun. It was like an influencer thing. It was on social media.
Yeah, that was my neighbor that I brought up earlier. Shout out to Brian. Um, him and his girlfriend, I think they're still together. I think they got a kid and everything now. But they did it as a how can we travel the country on the cheap? And then when we get to a state that we like, we'll get an apartment. So they did it as like more of an adventure thing. And then as the years go on, one of the first dudes I ever met actually is this dude, Dan Corgan. He's got a YouTube channel. He's a skateboarder, though. Everything's skateboarding on his channel. But I remember skating with this guy all day. And then we get back to this like skate park where we all met. And he made a joke, but I didn't know he was joking because I didn't know he lived in his van. But he goes, "All right, guys, I'm going home." And he pops his back of his van open. And then there's the mattress. There's like a fucking microwave or something. And then he just threw his stuff in the van and just hopped in. And I just went, I was like, this van life thing's getting serious. And this was years ago. Okay. So anyways, let's get down to brass tacks here. So 6 years in the van. You don't have to like go super financial details with us, but were you able to stack a shit ton of money, or are you just like a free bird just out there fucking living life? I mean, looking at you, judging you from a book, like as a cover of a book thing, I feel like you've probably been stacking some bread and doing okay. Like, if you don't mind sharing a little bit with us, you don't have to go like full blown numbers or nothing, but
Yeah, for sure. So I'm fortunate because I had already some trade skills. And so what I did is I started doing like vehicle conversion work for other people.
oh,
Um,
nice.
and so now I strictly do electrical and solar installations for other people that have rigs. So I have a skill set that pays pretty well. So I'm on the fortunate end of things. But I'll share with you what the finances look like because I did a expense report just to kind of, for myself so I could see what it cost me. And so last summer, from June 14th to July 12th, I was actually in Austin, Texas, which, as you know, that was a really hot spot within the last year or so. And
Oh
prices were
yeah.
sky high on everything. And honestly, Jack, I didn't realize how crazy cost of living was until I started watching your videos. And I was seeing people with their reports of what they're paying for rent and car payments. And because I've been out of the loop, bro, I bought my van for
Yeah,
cash.
you're in your bubble on wheels here. You're a free bird.
I'm in the van life bubble. Yeah. So let me break this down for you. And I saw someone in the comments mentioned paying for gas to drive around in a van. Surely it's cheaper to live in an apartment. And so I would say, you tell me.
Nah,
And
no
so
way.
here's how my breakdown looked for 1 month living in Austin, Texas last summer. So my grocery bill was $486. And
Okay.
that's just because I eat mostly like organic and fresh local beef. So I eat the
You're
premium stuff.
there's one thing you guys should know about me, not to cut you off, Brad. One thing in this world I spend money on is food. I have a very high food budget. but I could afford that, but it's in my budget. I actually write this shit down, but I have a very high food budget. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, so for me, good food's a priority. So my bill for the whole month was 486 on the grocery store. I spent 108 bucks at the restaurant, and gas was $361. And I'm in a big van. It's not fuel efficient at all.
What about like a
Uh,
cell phone bill, any of that kind of
yep,
stuff?
yep.
I'm adding
So
this up.
my van insurance was about 100 bucks. I have liability only, brother. I'm rolling the dice. If I
Me
get in a
too.
wreck, I'm just
I'm
walking away,
fucked.
bro.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
totally screwed.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so phone is about 120 a month,
Okay,
and that's AT&T. And then I have a Planet Fitness membership. That's where I work out and shower a lot.
makes
That's
sense.
30 bucks. And then I was renting a storage unit for about 100 bucks a month.
Okay, so right there with food, everything. Maybe we're missing a couple things, but just with that, that's $1,300, $1,305.
And that's what I
I
came
could
up with, was about 13.
I could tell you right now, and I own and I own this house. Even with my homie living here, paying me $700 a month, my just my house, utilities and everything is $1,300 for my portion. So if he didn't live here, it'd be $2,000 for me. And I have a good deal.
Right.
So just to kind of break that down for you guys a little bit, because 1,300, that's with food and everything though. So yeah, it's substantially. But anyways, okay. So let's wrap this up. I'm gonna keep this party moving. Try and give away some more money here. Everybody new watching, got $400 left to give away. 4 different people. I will put the link in the chat. The queue is full right now, but hopefully, you guys could call in and give you some money. Okay, so what's your like long term, if you don't mind, and it's okay if you don't have one, but like, do you have any kind of a long term plan to like buy a property, to maybe move out of the country? I don't fucking know. Do you have like some kind of escape route, or you just like fuck it, I'm doing this forever?
You know what's crazy, Jack, is up until like last year, I was planning on buying land, because at this point I'm living the off-grid lifestyle. I don't want to
Yeah,
be in the city. I want to get like some land out in the mountains or something and just hang out. But the way things are going now, I'm honestly pretty seriously considering leaving the country. I'm
gotcha.
thinking Latin America looks pretty good to me. Get a place on the beach.
Oh
Food,
yeah.
cost of food is cheap. It's real food. So that's honestly, bro, I think I'm out of the country in a few years.
No, I totally get it, man. Well, Brad, I really appreciate you calling in, dude. And you had a lot of really good comments in here. Say you look awesome, hair's great, you're looking fantastic. So keep doing what you're doing, man. It seems to be working for you.
Thanks, brother.
And
I appreciate it.
yeah, I also appreciate you calling in, man, giving us that insight. It's appreciate that, man. We'll
All right,
talk
man.
soon. All right, cool, dude. I like that guy. Cool cat. Okay, so this guy goes, I could use some money, but I'm sure there are people who need it more than me. Yeah, you don't have to be completely down and out, totally fucked for me to give you $100. Okay. Like I also like giving to people who are trying. So there's that. You don't have to be homeless. Like actually, if you are an alcoholic, I'd rather not give you any money. Tell you the truth. Just saying, being real. All right, we got TAJH, unless that's actually a name I don't know how to pronounce. You're coming on. We got Bill Sanders with $20. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you. Glad you liked the goods. Thank you very much. All right, let's get this next person going in here. I will put the link in the chat again, just in case anybody else wants to call in. I think there's one more spot in here. Do me a solid. Everybody in here everybody in the queue who's already accepted in to come on the show, just raise your hand if you're calling in for money, just so I could see. No one else can see you right now. Okay, we got Riley and Land Uber. Are you calling in for money, or are you just calling in to chat? Okay, I can't. He's not raising his hand. All right, whatever. Taj is coming in. Taj, you're live, brother. Okay, you're muted right now. You might need to do something about that.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
Yeah, you said my name right. Taj, like Taj Mahal.
Oh, it's Taj. Cool. My bad,
Yeah.
brother. I didn't mean to fuck that up.
No,
Okay,
you said it right. You said it right.
No, I know, but at first I said Tajh. That's
Oh,
totally, I spell. I
yeah, I know
spelled
the
it
extra
correctly.
H
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of throws people off.
All right. So Taj, how old are you, and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm 32 and I'm in Orlando, Florida.
My man. All right, right up the way. So, are you on shift right now? Are you on break?
I'm taking a break right now.
All right,
So,
cool. Yeah, because Jeff's watching. You know that. Okay. Anyways, all right. So you're calling in for some money. Why don't you? You don't need to give us a whole long story, but
right.
what do you got? What do you got going on right now? And why should we hook you up?
All right. So I'm gonna keep it real short. Just right now, I just really been frustrated. I've been trying to make a transition to kind of do more entrepreneurial things. I live on my own. No help from family or anything like that. But the thing is with this job, Amazon, in my area, it's gotten so crazy. They cut down the drivers, so the routes have gotten longer, way more packages. And I'm the type of person I could deal with physical stress, but once I'm mentally stressed out, that's when I start to have issues. So it's gotten so bad to the point where I had to go down to part time just to be able to maintain every day. So
Oh, so
even
wait,
to
you actually had to drop hours.
right, because I was starting
Wow.
to kind of crash out, but I've started doing like on more online work and stuff, so I'm trying to get into that as well. So the $100 will really help me out just because like in this transition time from going part time at Amazon and transition to other jobs, the part time has kind of cut down on my the money that I have.
Oh, of
So
course. Well, I was watching like some dude's video, and I should have shared that video. I lost it in the ether, but it only had like 50 views. Um, and he was talking about his experience working at Amazon. No offense to Amazon, but he was telling me he was saying some pretty crazy shit. Like I'm talking, like you have 5 minutes to go from this side of the warehouse to this side of the warehouse, and you have to clock in within like a 45-second window. And then like even if you're caught like looking at your phone, that's a
right,
wrap. That's a wrap.
they treat us
Like
like robots.
yeah, yeah,
Like
and I couldn't believe it because I see a lot of people working for Amazon, so I'm like shit. I'm like, is that where we're at? Like we're
right.
willing
So
to
let me tell you
kind
what happened
of
today. So
yeah,
today, earlier this morning, I get a text that I got. They said, "Hey, you got two speeding violations, right?" So
yeah.
I slowed down, and just a few minutes ago, "Hey, you're really behind." So it's like I'm trying to keep up the pace, and that's what mentally gets me. It's like I'm trying to rush, and then I'm getting violations and all of this, which is understandable. But
Yeah.
then I'm driving the speed, I'm following the traffic signs, everything like that, and now I'm really behind. So it's just been really hard for me to just mentally keep up with that.
No, no, no. I totally get it. Okay. All right. So you're in Orlando. Let me ask you a question. You say you're living on your own?
Yes.
Because I'm a little south of you. What's rent in Orlando looking like, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I haven't looked around because I just decided to stay put where I'm at. But I'm in a studio right now, and it's 12. It went up to 1,200. When I first moved in, it was 875. Now it's up to 1,200. So 1,200 by myself, it's kind of rough.
No, no, it is fucked. Like I was actually talking about this because I'll get comments on my channel where they're like, "Oh yeah, bro's gonna be living in a penthouse," still talking about the cost of living and all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, whoever's living in, I don't care how much money I'm making. Like my goal in life is just a 3-bedroom house,
Right.
like, and just pay my, preferably paid off, but pay my property taxes,
Right.
like drive a decent car, that's
Yeah.
like, which I do, which I guess I've reached all those goals. But at the same time, it's like, I'm like, bro, I don't know how long money's gonna be just flowing in. Like you got
Right.
like, people think I'm making like 50 grand a month or something. It's like, yo, chill. I wish we'd be giving away 10 grand right now if I made 50 grand a month. Let's put it that way.
And I'm just
Um,
like you. I've never had like grandiose goals. That's why staying in the studio was not a problem to me. At
yeah.
first,
Well,
I
well,
I thought I was doing myself a favor.
Well, that's another thing too. Like I was talking with my boy Taco who lives with me, and I said, look, if I wasn't doing YouTube and this wasn't working out, thanks for everybody being here. I really do appreciate everybody being here. And that's why we're doing some small time Oprah shit here, okay? Because I can. And but I was telling him, I was like, look, if YouTube disappeared, I'm back to working 7 days a week. Like, I don't know. I don't have, I'm sure I'd figure it out over time. I usually do, but if I had to, I would literally it'd be 7 days a fucking week. It really would. And then obviously, every few weeks you take a day off or something, obviously. But that's where it is. Like, cause I don't know how to, I'm not like some financial guru. I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm good at and trying to figure stuff out on how to make money that way. Like, for instance, okay, before this, everybody in the chat, just say yes or no if we're going to hook this man up. I am the judge here, so it's always going to be my choice. But I just want to see where everybody's at in here. So, what's like your goal though? You said your entrepreneurship. Like, what's something you're reaching to do while you're part time here? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, if you don't mind. He's gone. That's perfect. We lost him. It's perfect. No, it's great. Everyone's saying yes, 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 yes. Fuck. Hold on. He's got to call back in, man. Hold on. He's got to call back in. We got to get him that money. This is messed up, dude. You know what it is? We were talking shit on Amazon. Amazon came in. They saw him. And you know what? If you're still watching this, just DM me on Instagram if I can't get you back in here, and we're gonna and I'll give you $100. Just DM me on Instagram. Shit, that sucks. Okay, let's get the next person calling in. All right. What's up, Jim Berg? How you doing, brother? See a lot of people in here. Say hi. What's up, Lo? Let me see. Better give it to him because he's unemployed now. Oh, fuck. No, he's not. It's fine. Well, I guess, yeah, you really can't speak your mind anymore. I mean, I do. You look what happened when I spoke my mind. Girlfriend dumped me. Classic. This guy goes, same. I'm a FedEx ground driver. It's been hard to get any days at work since the new year. Some weeks I only get 2 days and have been contemplating applying for underemployment just to make ends meet. Underemployment. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow. This guy working at Amazon sucks. I did it twice. That's awesome. Sucks so bad he went back for more. That's great. No, some people enjoy pain. Oh, there he is. Taj is back. My bad.
Yeah.
All right,
sorry,
Taj.
my phone overheated.
No, it's cool, man. All right.
Because I'm in the sun right now. That's why I'm sweating. Sorry.
All right, real quick. You got Zelle or you got Cash App? Which one?
Cash App.
Okay, Cash App. Let me move over. We're gonna get this money over to you real quick, and we'll keep this party moving.
Okay.
All right. So what did I say? I was gonna give you $5. Was that right? $5? I'm playing. All right. What's your Cash App name?
It's Neon Light Years, like light year, but years.
So Neon.
Yes.
Light, like just classic spelling on light.
Right.
Light.
Mm-hmm. And then years, plural.
Years. Neon light years. Okay, Is it like a sideway photo of you? Look like you got a little beard going down? Okay, perfect.
Yep,
That's you.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna zip this out.
Thanks so much, man.
Hold on. We gotta get the confirmation here. Hold on. We gotta do this right. All right. We're gonna make sure this is legit. Okay. Hold on. We gotta let that marinate.
Got it.
$100. Bingo, baby. Hey, man. Best of luck to you, brother. And the sooner you start reaching for your entrepreneurship, the sooner it'll happen, man. Just stay at it. All right. Sorry, Taj. I had to get you out, man. It was it's kind of blowing it. All right. But yeah, anybody who's been thinking out there, like I don't want to get all inspirational and shit, but I'm going to do it anyways because it's fun. 2 things I've been successful at in my life, doing it on my own. It took me like 3 years to start making like actual money. Both times. Well, this actually took much longer than 3 years. But my resale business, even if you want to count selling weed when I was younger, that took a while to start making money off that. because you don't know what you're doing, and then you're getting high on your own supply. You don't know what's going on. Yeah, but the sooner you start, the sooner you'll start making money off of it. Because I know a lot of us can doubt ourselves. At least I can. Guilty. All right, let's keep this one going. Thank you. Love your vids. Thanks, man. I hope your delivery route's going good. We got $5 from Chillin' V. He goes, what's up, man? When are you doing another stand-up gig? Soon. I'm gonna try and do like one a week. Look, I apologize that I don't post it here. It's just every time I do it, it's filmed so bad, and I don't have I'm past the point of posting shitty stuff. So once I'm happy with what I get, you guys will be seeing it. But for now, it is what it is. But I'm going to be doing more of that. I'll let you guys know if I do a show and invite you guys out. But I want to make sure it's a good time, you know? All right. Let's keep this party moving. All right. Who else in the queue is calling for money? Riley, you say you're calling for money? Okay. We're going to get Riley coming in. All right. Riley, you're up, brother.
Hey man, I'm brand new. I'm probably kind of shy. I haven't really talked to much people like that.
It's
You're my
okay.
first.
It's okay. Don't just take a little chill. Just
I wish I
mellow out.
could.
No judgment here. Okay. It's all good. So let's just start it out easy. How old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 27. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from Cali, California.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, LA's. I'm about to go out there in the summer, man. I'm interested to see how much it's changed since I've been there.
Oh, it's horrible out here. It's got
Yeah,
worse.
that's what I'm hearing. I know. But I got a lot of friends out there and stuff, so I'm going to go for like 5 days, but I'm really curious to see how it is. Okay, so Riley, you're 27. You
Yeah.
could use $100. So what's going on with you right now? Are you working? What's your rent
Yeah.
situation? Give us some details. Fill us in here.
Right now, I'm working as a security guard. I've been working as a security guard for, I think, 7, 8 years now. But my problem started like a year ago, honestly, and it had nothing to do with work. It's because I have 2 daughters,
Oh
so I
shit.
would work graveyard security, and I found out I was getting cheated on, so I got kicked out, and I'm back living here at my grandparents' house. But they both passed away recently, like a year ago and 2, 3 years ago.
Dude, I'm
So I
sorry,
lost
man.
both of them, and I'm living here at my grandparents again, but we're getting kicked out because my auntie wants to sell the house, my grandparents' house, and they've had it since like the 60s, 70s, but that's their business. But I just feel like I'm at rock bottom and I can't get out, especially being the father and not being able to go home,
Fuck, dude.
because I don't
I'm
want to be here. I want to be with my daughters.
no. I want to say I understand, but I don't.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, dude. That's that's shitty. I'm already thinking yes right now. Like, okay, so let me ask you a question. I know this is
Yeah,
hard. I know you're going through a rough time. It's not easy to put yourself out there. Um, Sorry about your grandparents, man. And you know what? As someone who has dealt with losing a parent and then also live like getting their house, I know what it's like to deal with what you're dealing with when another family member wants to sell it and take the money, because I had that happen to me.
yeah.
Um, and I ended up giving them money. I did. It was better than losing the house. But so like, if you don't mind me asking, I'm gonna give you the $100. I don't care what anybody in the chat says. We're just gonna go ahead and give it to you. But what's kind of your game plan right now when you lose the house? Like, I mean, you gotta what's rambling around your head here, man?
I honestly have no clue. I have a car, but I was thinking about working graveyard security again and just working the night and sleeping in the car in the daytime, and
Well, I
keep working
gotta.
like that and save up money that way, the way you did it. Because I heard you say that you lived in a car for a
I
few
did for
and you
almost three
saved the
months.
money.
Yep.
So I'm thinking about doing that, working graveyard security again and saving the money until I could get my own little place. But yeah, right now I'm at my grandparents and we're getting kicked out really soon. We have less than a month,
Okay,
which
so
sucks.
here's one thing I want to do for you. If you could write this down, I want you to take down this number. I don't know how close you are to this guy, but he was off of Imperial and Avalon.
Yeah,
Good
that's cool.
dude. Good dude. I put my dad up there. He rents out rooms and he's very flexible. Okay,
Yeah,
so his name is Anthony. I want you to take this number down.
that's my name.
Hey, okay. So his name's Anthony.
All
His
right.
number is 424.
Let me get it down. 424
Yep. 333
333.
5940. I hope we didn't lose him.
I got it.
Okay, so yeah, his name's Anthony, but he's got a house right there. It's a pretty big house. He rents out rooms. Super flexible dude, nice guy. Younger cat. He's probably a little older than you. But hopefully that's still his number and he's still in business. But give him a shout. Tell him I sent you. He might not remember me, but he's a good guy. Last time when I was renting out a room for my dad, there was $550 a month. So I'm sure things have gone up a little bit, but it's an option, and there's no like background checks, none of that shit. It was just like, come on in. It's not the best place to live, but it's an option. Okay. Anyways, so do you have Zelle or you want to do Cash App? How are you rolling?
I have Cash App.
Okay, let me Cash App you. Hold on. All right, we're giving you the money. I'm really sorry for everything you're going through, and that's fucked up, man. It's okay. So what's the boom, boom, boom? What's the number? What's the name for the Cash App?
It is Mr. And then
With a dot?
No.
Okay.
T
like just MR?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. And then it's more to it. It is TALENTO.
Wait, TALE?
It's like talent, but with an O at the end.
Okay.
Mr. Talent O.
Talent?
Yeah, and with an O at the end. Talento.
Okay.
And then Escobar at the end. Yeah.
I got you. I found it. We got it. We're going to confirm that. And we're going to go ahead and go boomski. I'm clicking it. And it's loading. Hold on. Bingo. We got it. It's in the basket. Hold on.
Thank you, boss.
Hold on.
I just want you to know I'm going to keep trying and I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to work these nights and I'm going to save up that money. And I'm going to try to just because I feel really shitty right now at rock bottom.
No, I could hear it on you. And it's, and unfortunately, it's going to be really hard. So just, you're going to have to thug it out, man.
Yeah.
West Side, baby.
Yeah. That's where I'm from.
But hey, if you have to live in the car, but definitely give that guy Anthony's the number I sent you, give him a shout, see if he's got anything. It was a super easy process for me to get my dad up in there. It was a really cool dude. So that's hopefully that helps. But hey, man, best of luck to you, man. And before we start crying in here, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. Take care. Poor guy. All right. So this guy goes, how do I call in? Oh, son of a bitch. All right. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So there's going to be a link sent by me. You just click it and you just follow the instructions and boom, you're on. What's up, Jim? Yeah, if a boomer calls in who needs money, I don't care how old you are. It don't matter to me. GoFundMe, add some help. At least 2 want to help. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Who's in the queue next here? All right. We got a bunch of people. All right. So everybody that's in line to come on here, who's calling for money? Raise your hand. Okay, we got 1. We got 2. Okay, we got 1 and 2. Okay, so RTX and some guy with a really long at name with a SAT at the beginning. You guys are going to be coming on. But before that, we're going to get this guy. He looks like he's super lounging. Clorox, you're coming on next, brother. All right. And then after that, we'll do some more money stuff. We got, how much money do we have left to give away? I'm losing track. Next thing you know, I just give away all my money. I'm broke. It's classic. All right. We got $50. Wow. Thank you very much from the architect. I'm thinking that's what that says. Thank you very much for that. Seriously. And we got another $2 from downtown. I really appreciate you. Thank you, PR. All right, let's get we're getting Clorox on. He looks like he's lounging. All right, Clorox, my boy.
What's going on, Mr. Red Leather?
My man. We're just out here, giving away those dollars, having some fun with it.
Right.
So how old are you and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm 33, calling from Broward County, just south of you.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, my man. So so what's on your mind tonight? You didn't raise your hand for the money stuff. So what's racking your brain? Something you've been wanting to talk about here?
I mean, I just been wanting to call in for a while, but I'm a fellow van lifer. Well, actually a car lifer. I'm about to hit 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Life. Yeah.
Okay. So what kind? Okay, let's do this. What kind of car are you living in, and what set you off to say fuck it and just live that lifestyle?
Well, right now I'm doing. So I actually have 2 cars. I got I go piggyback back and forth. But I got a Nissan Maxima and a Nissan Xterra, and honestly, I've always lived kind of homelessly. Like I used to live in a shipping container, but then I ran into a great opportunity where I do night security, and but I just sleep. So my car is rigged out. I got a fridge. I got an AC in the trunk.
Oh wow!
And yeah, so it's been really surreal. So I just park up, go to sleep, and collect my money.
Okay, so how does that work? I've always been curious with because you need an address to have a job, and you need an address to have your car registered if you want to so what do you do? Just use a friend's, or do you is there a special PO box you can open or some shit? How does that work?
Yes, as far as an address, I still just use my parents' address. I have a PO box, but this is not a job. It's like my business. I went to 2 different properties and I was like, hey, do you want night security? And it just turned into something. So then I wake up and I just live my life. And I have other businesses where I do property management for rental properties, which is another one that's almost passive. So yeah, it's been really surreal. I'm in the same situation you kind of found yourself in, where it's like now you have a bunch of time. And,
oh my God. Yeah. That's what I was kind of saying at the beginning here. I'm imagining, you're 33. So I'm imagining you don't see your friends as much. You're living in the car. So I've done that before. And that was like, wow, I'm by myself just all day here. And now with doing this, which I'm totally grateful for, don't even get it twisted at all. I'm totally stoked. But I'm finding myself I'm just like, wow, I got to really fill in my day, man. I went to the gym twice the other day. That's how bored I was.
Yeah.
That's how bored. Yeah. Then I went to I was literally and I couldn't work because my computer was fucked up. I had to get a new battery. So I couldn't do anything. I was I can't clean anymore. I mean, I guess I could clean more. Let's be realistic. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely comes with a responsibility because you can, if now that you have this free time, you got to want to use it. Everyone prays for it when you have a stupid job, and then you get that freedom. It's like, all right, don't squander it.
This person goes, I love how Jack is avoiding eye contact. Yeah. Because the camera's way up here and my computer's way down here. So it's kind of hard to stay in the mix. Anyways. And plus I just don't want to look at you. Okay. So, all right. So what's your game plan here? I mean, you said you've always been living this lifestyle. Do you see yourself just kind of saying, fuck it, and just kind of living life on your own rules and doing this? Or you have a game plan to stack up some bread, buy a place, or you going to leave the country? Just curious.
Yeah, not really. I kind of just, I don't know. I would like to have land one day. I can't find any land that I want to buy in our area. I actually did look in West Palm Beach, and there's a couple that are nice, but yeah, they get a little too far, toward Okeechobee. But it'd be nice to have a nice plot of land. Yeah,
I've been looking around a lot lately, and even in other states like Tennessee and shit. But it's all just made up. It's all just fake numbers. When people are time and money isn't real, I'm like, yeah, these prices are all just made up. It's just none of it makes any sense. None of it.
Yeah.
None of it.
Yeah. But that seems to be the move. Everyone is it seems like everyone from New York, Cali came run over here, and then all the Floridians are Tennessee and North Carolina. And
Yeah.
that's a place I'm considering.
North Carolina is another one that's bumping, like jumping,
Mhm.
and the club is jumping, jumping. Yeah, that's North Carolina. That's popping. It really is.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of so I got a lot of people in North Carolina. I know a lot of people in Tennessee that I know, Michigan, a lot of people, and all of it is like, it's kind of a joke. I was talking to this cat. I'm gonna let you go here. We're gonna get this party, keep it moving. But there's this YouTuber, Jeremiah Babe, a financial guy. But we were chopping it up on the phone, and he was, because he lives in Cali, and he's been looking for the past 3 years to go get something, and he was in like Alabama, and he's looking at property in Alabama. No offense to Alabama, but he was like the prices. He's like looking at a house. They want like 600 grand for a standard 3-bedroom with like with a lot with like an acre. And he's just like, what? And I was shocked, and I started looking too, and I'm just going, what the fuck, man? Like a 3-bedroom house near me in West Palm Beach, 600 grand for a piece of shit. Not even a nice neighborhood, like a bad neighborhood. It's kind of classic. But anyways, man, I commend you. Thanks for calling in. If you ever see me in the streets, feel free to holler. 'Cause I get around. I'm in Fort Lauderdale quite a bit. Miami, not so much Miami. Fort Lauderdale, I'm in more. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
Thanks for having me.
Keep the adventure alive. All right, cool dude. All right, he's definitely America's on its fuck it vibes. What's up, Docs? Doxy, that's my guy right there. Doxy's a cool cat. All right, so we've got the Sadie guy. I don't know how to say your whole name there. It's long as fuck. You're coming on next. And anybody else who wants to call in, I'm putting the link in the chat. And we'll keep this party moving. I think we got another $200 to give away. Have we given away 300 yet? You know what? Fuck it, man. We might give it away a little more. Who cares? This guy goes, new rule, no shirt, no service. Yeah, I know. That's classic. Well, you know what? He wasn't asking for money. And if he was, we would have given him some money for a t-shirt. We got $2 from TB here. T-Boom. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. All right. This person goes, fuck Wyoming. Wyoming has no room for people. Rent is so expensive now because all the people that have moved here. Rent in my town is almost $2K a month for a shit house. Oh, no, it's $2K a month, and a shit house is $600,000. It's the best. You got to love it. It's I'm having a great time. The truth is stranger than fiction. It's not a made up thing. Okay, keep this party going. We got Sadie coming in. All right, let's keep this party alive here. All right, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right.
It's Satiriconic. Sorry about the weirdness of the name.
Satiriconical. You know what? I'm just gonna call you dude.
It's a portmanteau of the Satyricon, which is the first novel, and an iconoclast, which is like Anyway, it's just a portmanteau of those two words.
Hey, it's all good, man. So let's keep this moving. So how old are you, and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm from Texas. I just turned 43. Today we're around midnight last night.
Hey, happy birthday, man.
Yeah, I woke up to get my car was towed today.
Oh, that's fun. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, and our fridge died 2 days ago. Me and my wife are both disabled. We've been waiting on disability for 4 years.
What?
We've been 4 years. Like she has a schizophrenia, and I contracted some sort of like bizarre vertigo disease thing that where I can't really get around without falling all the time.
I wonder. You know what's crazy is like a lot of people have got that vertigo thing. I actually know a few people, but I feel like all these weird things just keep popping up, like all these new problems. Yeah. It's kind of like
when
they.
I'm no conspiracy theorist, but mine started the day I got the vaccine. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, like, they say something's in the water or like something's in the food.
The day I got the vaccine is the first day I'd ever experienced vertigo like that, and it never went away. But anyway,
yeah.
that's,
Well,
yeah.
that aside.
That aside.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I really want to talk. Just that I jumped on because a friend of mine told me about your stream, and he was like, you gotta jump on here because I know you need some cash, stuff like that. But then I saw what you're doing, and I really respect what you're doing a lot. It's actually, I do a show every day. It's not very well attended. We don't have a lot of viewers or anything. But with my friend Jeff, we do a show about mental health and community building and stuff like that, called Outliers in Exile on YouTube. And like like one of my goals, like for the longest time, has been to kind of to be able to do kind of like what you're kind of doing here. And I think I really respect it a lot, man. I think it's really awesome. Like, you know, you give like direct charity, really like helping people out directly like that. It's just like, it's inspiring to me.
I appreciate that. And just for the record, everybody watching, I'm not trying to build, that's why you don't see any videos from me that say, I gave $10,000 to your grandma.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I see that.
That's not what that's, when I can, I like to do this type of shit. My mom's done like, I don't know, 6 fundraisers on her own for people with breast cancer. She did like direct to consumer stuff. I would help her with that. So for me, it's kind of like, if my mom was alive, if she was still here, she would be next to me right now, probably helping do this, because this is just kind of something I took from her, where it was like a direct to consumer charity.
No,
and,
I just think it's amazing. Yeah, I really do. I really, in fact, I'd like to invite you to come by our show sometime. It's every day. We do it every day at 2.
Absolutely.
We'd love to talk to you about some, just like maybe you have one thing where none of us are very good. We're all kind of I guess what do you call it, neurodivergent kinds of people on our panel, and none of us are very good with money, so it could always be good to talk to somebody who has some financial advice and stuff like that.
Well, I've made some terrible decisions with money, so I could talk a lot about that.
Yeah, well,
I really
that's
have.
fine. That's fine. I've made a lot of terrible decisions too. Like my goal, you were asking the other people, like, what their goal, what their ultimate thing was. And like my thing, if the disability ever comes through, and of course, which one of the good things about waiting so long is that they do actually give you the back pay for all that time. So if we were to get that, that chunk of money like that, I'm going to try to somehow spend it, and to try to, like, I want to start like a place here in Texas or somewhere that's like what I call open source studio. I want to make a place that has like good solid equipment for people to come in and use and collaborate and make YouTube content or on whatever platform, and try to help people to learn how to use the equipment, and to kind of, as a place for like education and as just like a free kind of like a charitable kind of place that lets people, like, try to, because I kind of think that like open panels, like community stuff like this, I think this is like the future of like I think this is where everything's moving, like in terms of entertainment and everything.
I said this to my friend Shape. I said I'm not the one. I didn't invent this shit, right? Like, call-in shows have been a thing forever. But what I did say is like, watch what happens. I guarantee you in the next 2 years, this shit's going to become super normal. Like, this is going to become, and I'm not saying I started it. I'm just saying, like, once I started doing it, I was like, oh, I didn't even know I wanted this. But real quick, before we get down to brass tacks here for this $100, what's your YouTube channel? Just so I can write this down. And then you can also hit me up on Instagram too. We could talk about this.
Yeah, that's fine. If you look just look up Outliers in Exile. I think that's the easiest way to find it. But like, it's on my friend Jeff's. He started his channel. And his channel name is just Gen X Jeff. If you look Gen X Jeff or Outliers in Exile, either way you ought to find it.
Gen X Jeff. Okay. And then also you could hit me up on Instagram, fill me in. I'll come on your show. It's fine. Okay. So anyways, so you're calling in for the $100. So what's your let's keep it bullet point. We're gonna keep this thing moving. So what's why do you need the $100? I know it's so blatant here, but like, what's like what's like your big dilemma right now is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I mean, I was able to pawn a bunch of stuff today to get the car at a tow, so I was able to do that. I had to like lug a bunch of stuff up the road, but I'm trying to. We actually have a GoFundMe even already up for trying to get another refrigerator, because like I have 2 kids. I have 2 daughters. I have a 16-year-old and a 1-year-old, and it's not really good to not. Right now, I have them staying with their grandparents, because like having a refrigerator in the house makes it kind of hard to keep food for them and stuff like that. We're trying to get a fridge. We're trying to get.
You know what? I just realized you told me it was your birthday. You woke up to a towed car, and now you tell me you have kids. I'm so sorry. I like deleted from my brain. You know what? Fuck it. We're feeling good. Oh wow, that guy RC Wolfie, who's helping fund some of this, just sent another $100 to me to give more away. So we're gonna give you $100 because now we still got 200 left after this. Thank you, RC Wolfie. You're a damn saint.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So is Cash App good, or do you want Zelle?
Zelle is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Zelle is fine, because like my Cash App,
I just whatever works for you. It's all good. I got PayPal too, but I'd rather do it this way because then you won't have any fees taken out.
Yeah. It's just my I can put my my email address in the chat. It just goes to my email address.
Okay. Here, you could just tell me. You could just tell me the email, because I'm gonna have to type it in anyways. Hold on, give me one moment. Sorry for everybody waiting here in the show. It's the first time me doing this stuff here, so I'm learning the kinks here. Okay, so what's the email?
It's a plague of arrows, APLAGUEOFARROWS.
All right, hold on. Slow down. Start from the beginning.
A as in apple, P as in Paul, L as in lake, A as in apple, G as in good, U as in up, E as in echo, O as in olive, F as in Frank, A as in apple, R as in Roger, R as in Roger, O as in olive, W and S as in Sam at Gmail.
At Gmail. Okay, we got it. Okay. So a plague of pharaohs. Of arrows. Okay, I got it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. No. What am I? No. I'm trying to send money to this guy. Piece of shit. All right, we got it.
I've had trouble with Zelle before too, trying to send money to people. So
we got it. We got it. We're cooking. Hold on. Okay. So it says, okay. So it's APLAGUEOFARROWS at Gmail.
That should be it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't put .com. I didn't put .com. It's a standard. It's just a standard fuck up. I got it. We got it.
I really appreciate it.
No, I feel like an asshole now. I'm just ruining everybody's night. It's just it's perfect.
You're not ruining anybody's night.
No,
dude. And seriously, like I really am really interested in what you're doing here. I'll be part of your community. I'll come on your show some if you want to talk about stuff. Yeah, I see it, man. I just got the email too. So
we got him.
Yeah,
we did it.
Got it.
A plague of arrows.
Seriously, come on the show. Like, let's talk. Like, there's we're working on a bunch of projects and stuff like that. It's been a rough month.
Just do me a favor. Just DM me on Instagram. We'll chop all that up. Best of luck to you, brother. Happy birthday. Hope that 100 helps. And just hit me up on Instagram, and we'll schedule something out, man. That'll be a good time.
Thanks, man. Peace.
No problem, brother. All right. Yeah, that guy's got his own set of things. It's fucked up. Hey, he goes, that 50 was to donate for someone. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't worry, we're going in. We actually, instead of what was it? So it was a 500. So we're actually at 600 now, because we got another $100 came in, another 50. Just got too much money coming. I gotta keep track of this. Where the fuck are we? We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 people down, and we got 2 more to go. All right, cool. Thank you for the $5 and the $50. I appreciate that. Yeah, that whole disability thing, it's kind of crazy. But I tried getting my dad disability, and they basically were just like, nah. They didn't believe him. They didn't believe him that he had dementia, because he was still kind of there, and he still like fixed his hair in the morning and like shaved. Yeah, I thought that was kind of fucked up. It's just like, no, we don't believe you. I was like, oh my God. Because he had his pride and this ego where he would try and pretend like he didn't have it. But yeah, they basically just said no. even though he had it really bad. And then another time too, what was fucked up was when I lived in Cali, I tried to get him like food stamps and stuff. And when they looked at us, it was just all they saw was two white guys with blue eyes. That's all they saw. That's it. You know, so everyone, so like, I'm not bitching. I'm straight. I have plenty of white privilege, but there is the other side of the coin on that. Like, just saying, it's a real thing. Anyways, just something to think about. I've been through it. It's kind of funny, actually. Not that I want to be on government subsidy anyways. I'm just saying. Anyways, Richard RC Wolfie here, my boy, who's been just donating like crazy tonight. This is your man, along with Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. These guys are funding all this. I put in some money too. Don't get me wrong. Thank you for the $20 though. I really appreciate that, man. All right, who's gonna be next on here? All right, we're gonna do We're gonna do who's next? We're gonna do Matt next. Actually, no, this guy looks super. Something Collins, you're next. He looks super excited down there. We're gonna do him, and then everybody who's waiting to get on the show, just raise your hand if you're calling for money. No one, just a bunch of people who don't want any money. They just want to talk. Perfect. All right, what's up, Yoli? How you doing? Thanks for the $10. I really appreciate that. Glad you're here. We do have space for another person. Anybody who does, we got $200 left to give away here, guys. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. Anybody else who wants to call in for some bread, call on in. All right. So we're going to do Cody Collins. You're coming in, brother.
Hey, Jack, what's happening, brother?
My man. We're just kicking it. Kicking it real cool. Yeah. Pass that shit, man. What are you
there
doing
you
with
go.
that?
Pass it right along. Jack, man, I
here.
just stumbled upon you like a month or so ago, man. And let me tell you, your content is bitching, dude. It's you get down to brass tacks, man, and it's just something about it, man. You just keep it 100.
I try to keep it 101 Dalmatians with you guys.
Dude, I appreciate it because there's not a lot of places to get information from. And I know that you're not like spitting 100% facts, but you're just giving a lot of opinion. But you just keep it straight, man. And I appreciate it, man. And I wasn't really calling in for the money by any means. Like
cool.
I'm straight, I guess, you know, everything's cool on my end, but I just wanted to reach out, man, and just let you know that like a lot of people out here appreciate you. Obviously, you see that with
thanks, man.
Numbers and stuff, and it's cool, man. It's this interaction too. Not a lot of people do stuff like this and let fans reach in and just tap in and just give their thoughts. So, man, we appreciate you. It's cool shit, man.
Yeah, I'm just a dude trying to navigate life just like you guys. I'm just a guy who jokes around a little too much and, just trying to figure it out.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. So Florida, man, if I'm not mistaken, you're down in Florida, yeah?
Oh, yeah. The dirty.
Beautiful weather. I just moved south myself. I'm from Maine. And so my wife and I left Maine because of like the ridiculous financial things that are just going on. So New England used to be a place where you could get, a nice house and a chunk of land for a decent price. You're talking 150,000 and you're living in a decent house, Yeah. And I mean, I bought my first house up there for right around that price. I got 117.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we lived in it. My wife and I. It was 4-bedroom house, 2 bath. We had a basement, detached garages, 1/4 acre property. It was nice. We lived there about 5 years, turned around and sold it for over 200,000. And that was 3 years ago. And that same house right now is on Zillow for about 300,000. So things are just getting more and more outrageous. And again, that's bad. That's up almost in Canada. So
and you know what doesn't even make any sense? I'm gonna mute you for just a second. There's a little overlap. I'm gonna unmute you in a second. What doesn't make any sense is like I just got all my new stuff for like my insurance, my property taxes. And even like I feel like I just paid my car insurance, but I just got another one. And it's just crazy that like every 6 months to a year, I'm sitting here just wondering like, how is this even possible? Like how can you just force me to pay this. And then if I don't pay it, you're going to take it from me. And then I'm fucked. But now it's illegal if I want to be homeless. I'm sitting here just going, I'm kind of like, it's perfect. It's great. I don't get it. I really do not understand. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just a jokester who likes to call bullshit. And I'm calling bullshit all the time. I'm just like, yeah. Anyways, I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, it's there's plenty reason to be pissed. It's a never-ending roller coaster that seems almost like it's a downward roller coaster, like a downward slope. Or at least, how about this? The price of everything is actually skyrocketing while wages sit dormant, just no increase around the board. So I live in North Carolina now, and the minimum wage in this state is still $7.50. How do you live? And although it's a little bit more affordable to live here, it's not much more affordable to live here. Groceries the same. Our mortgage is more than what it was up in Maine, but I had a mortgage on a $117,000 mortgage rather than a $230,000. So it's just unfortunate the landscape of America right now. But like people like yourself spotlight terrible situations like car payments. That's a huge thing that you've been smashing lately.
Oh God, I want
$900 car payments. Get out of here. It's almost my mortgage on a car that depreciates 20% right when you drive off the lot. Get out of here.
Not cool. Not cool.
Home of the free, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, home of the fees and land of the slaves. That's a little extreme, but
yeah, land of the homeless and not so much the free anymore. But Jack, hey, I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for calling in, brother. Good luck to you and your lady, and thug it out.
Hey, if I'm ever down in Florida, bro, I'm gonna have to link up with you and pass you one of these real ones.
Mm-hmm. There it is. There it is. Later, Cody. Thanks, brother. Yeah, good guy. Good guy. Fun guy. All right, we got $10 from Ron Green. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate that. All right, let's keep this party moving. Who's next? All right, we're gonna do Renee next. Renee's coming on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what's up, Doug? How you doing, brother? Should be tax-free groceries and write-off food. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd have a big write-off every year. I spend about $800 a month on food. Yeah, some months is a little less. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I roll, man. I that's including like if I go out to a dinner with a friend, if I decide to be bougie and get eggs Benedict down at my local little spot, that's with everything. Like my food budget, I will not spend money on a bunch of shit just so I could eat nice. Cause I don't do fast food. I don't do any of that shit. I do a lot of peanut butter and jellies though. That is like probably my cheapest thing I do. I do some spaghetti here and there. Got a weird shake that I do. So I'm pretty frugal in that sense, but it's all good. I do agree with that though. Like I don't care about paying taxes. Like I'm not saying I agree with taxes, but like come on, like meet us somewhere, would you? Like fucking isn't it enough? I guess it's never enough. God bless America. $1,000 car payment. You know it. We got another $50 from the architect. Thank you very much. He goes, Jack, you're a good dude. Well, that's what my mom used to tell me. So I have very little but to pay forward. He goes, maybe one day when I visit my folks in West Palm Beach, we can meet up. I hope this will help someone. Love you guys. I appreciate that, man. It will help somebody. That was going to help the government because I owe them some money. And it's going to go right to their pockets. I really do appreciate the $50. And yeah, if you're ever in town, definitely just hit me up. If I'm free, I like meeting strangers off the internet. It's fun. I mean, people do that and have sex. So it's not that weird if I do it, just to hang out. Can't be that odd, right? I mean, really think about that though. Strangers meet and have sex. Crazy world we live in. You got to love it. You really do. Thanks for the $6 from T-Boom. I really appreciate you. Got another $2 from EGIV. He goes, you're doing a good deed. Keep it up. Not just me. RC Wolfie. You'll see him in the chat. And Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. They have shelled out a lot of dollars for you guys. All right, Renee, you're coming in. So it's not just me. We got a lot of people helping people. Churches with the steeple. You guys know the deal. Okay. All right. Before I get Renee on here, let's see what this guy's got to say. He goes, I spend $125 monthly on groceries. I have 1 to 2 meals a week provided by family. Even so, it took practice, time, and discipline. Yeah, you only eat once or twice a week. That's pretty. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, when I say like $800, that's like the high end. That's like I went out to eat 3 times that month. Like when I say go out to eat, I mean like a restaurant. I'm not saying like a $15 meal at the Jamaican place by my house or like a $20 meal at this little takeout spot, which I do that. I usually eat once at home in the day for cheap, and then I'll buy a $15, $20 meal generally, not every day. But like I said, I'll spend money on fucking food. That's what I will spend money on. I'm about that. Another $5 from Kevo, my man. Thank you. And we got $2 from Muffwaggle. Muffwaggle. Be well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get Renee on here. Come on, let's keep the party moving. Renee, you're live.
Hi, can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear.
Hi,
So,
Jack. Nice to meet you.
You too. So, how old are you, and where are you calling from?
So I'm 44 and I'm in Texas.
All right, we got a lot of Texas people, man. Just a lot of sturdy people. If that's accurate, sturdy. Is that how you describe somebody? So Renee, are you calling in for the money grab tonight, or are you just calling in to chat?
I was calling in for the money grab.
All right. So you don't have to give us a full, huge, crazy story, but just fill us in and give us the details, and let's see if we can hook you up here.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. So unfortunately, I've been going through some health issues. I've had an autoimmune issue that,
Oh shit.
that a regular, doctors could not pinpoint or help me. So I had to go to some alternative doctors. And thank goodness, I've been able to find some resources to be able to get some medication. But these medications are not covered by medical insurance. But
They never are.
Yeah, the good ones, unfortunately not.
No,
which is
they're
really
not.
sad. Yeah. So that's been a huge expense. Sometimes it can be $300 to $400 extra a month, but I'm affording it because it's allowing me to live.
Well, you kind of have to because you don't want to die.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the tip. It's the classic standard. They make you fear death, and then you just, I'll pay anything. It's the classic tactic. I've seen it done 1,000 times. And just to relate to you on this, I actually went through this when I was younger, from like 18 to 24. They said I had my immune system was, fucked, and that if I didn't take this medication for the rest of my life, that I would die. So I bought into it. I'm not saying they were wrong. I bought into it for years, and I spent a lot of money. I mean, at one point, my health insurance was $800 a month, and I paid it. And then eventually got to the point where I just said no, and I stopped paying it. I'm not telling you to do that, but definitely don't let them convince you it's forever, because I had the same type of shit you're talking about. Go with it for now. I think the Band-Aid's good. Like, get what you need, but okay. So, anyways, aside from that, you got a decent job. You got a good place to live.
Yes, I have a good job. I have a decent, I say a decent job. I have a safe place that I'm living at with my son as well. But unfortunately, recently, a week ago, we had an unexpected expense. He accidentally cut his finger while cutting a bagel, and had to rush him to the urgent care. Thank goodness, he did not lose the finger, but it was holding on very, very thinly. So
Not cool.
No, not at all.
Not cool.
So that put a little dent in our extra expenses.
So are you single momming it right now, or you got pops still around?
Well, he's decided to take a break, unfortunately.
That was his choice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah, you rarely. I'm just saying, oh wow, because you rarely hear that one. It's usually the other way around. That's why I was just asking.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so does he like help out at all, or is he just like, I'm out of here? Like if you don't mind sharing with us, I'm just trying to, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't understand what's going on right now, but he's just decided to, not take any responsibility at the moment. And we have our son is not, he's not small, but he is a teenager. Um, so it's very unfortunate right now. So with everything that's going on with the economy and trying to make ends meet, I've always been, I've had very similar values as you. Eating well is top priority for us. I don't spend on unnecessary items, and basically want to supply my son with everything that he needs to nurture his body, and of course to keep me afloat with everything that's going on with my autoimmune issue. But yeah, it's just been a little bit of a challenge. I have a second job that I've had to take on, so I'm doing everything that I can to make ends meet. But sometimes when those unexpected situations happen, it's very challenging. I have a very old car that I'm keeping. I almost bought one until I actually found your channel, and I decided not to do that. So I'm so
That's
happy.
no, that's good because I'm like the reason I even started making those car payment videos wasn't to like get people to, not do anything. I just thought it was a joke. Like that's why I started doing it because it was just so funny to me that like everywhere I'm going, I'm working at a restaurant and like everybody I work with's got these dope cars. I'm just sitting here like, how? I'm like, I make more than you. How are you driving this? Like it was just kind of a big joke, but I'm glad it actually is like helping people because,
Yes.
I was just kind of having a good laugh with it, honestly. But that's just something. Yeah. But anyways, you know what, Renee, I'm gonna send you this $100, but how long were you with your son's father for before he decided to bail?
Well, my son is almost 16 years old, but we were only together just a few years in the very beginning, and so
Okay.
he's been in and out of his life, unfortunately. But we made a dent in the past few years, which I thought we were progressing, and but something has happened where he's decided to neglect his needs. So unfortunately, we're there right now. But I always stay positive and have some hope that maybe one day, hopefully not too later, that he'll reconcile his relationship with his son.
Yeah, well, the reason I asked that is because, like, I'm not gonna say their names, but a family that I know, they had split up, the mom and the dad, one of my friends, and then like 5 years later, they got back together, and now they've been together for. It's almost like it never happened. Like that's how long they've been together. So that's why I was just asking that because also a little hope for myself too. I find myself going, oh, maybe we could work it out. Like I maybe I'm naive, but that's just kind of how I feel. But anyways, Renee, I've heard enough from you. I'm gonna go ahead and you got Zelle or Cash App for you is better.
Thank you, thank you. I have a Cash App.
Okay, Cash App it is. Bear with us, guys. We're trying to dish out some cash here. Okay, so what did I say? I was gonna give you $20, right? Something like that. I'm just kidding. I
Thank
got you.
you,
100,
thank you.
100 bucks. I got you. All right. So what's the Cash App name?
So it's Misty, Misty,
Got it.
and then the word blue, BLUE,
Misty Blue.
333.
Misty Blue. That sounds risky, man. Misty Blue 333.
That's it.
So it's Misty Blue 333.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Does this look, just in case, does this look correct here? Hold on. That's so bright. It says, because it says James on that. Does that sound correct?
Let me double check. Hold on.
Yeah, just double check with that real fast. Just because I don't want to send it to some guy named James. Just
So
saying.
it's Misty,
Yeah.
and then BLUE,
Yeah.
333.
Oh, there's 3 3s. Got it. I see you.
Okay.
Cool. So it's got like a pink M there as the logo.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. All right. We're zipping it over. We're gonna go boomski here. Wait, it's doing a little thing here. It's loading. Bingo, we got it. Papa's got a brand new bag. Hold
Thank you
on.
so much.
If it loads, I just want to make sure you see it.
Yes, I see it.
All right, Renee. Best of luck to you. I hope you get that immune system in order,
Yes.
and you know, do what they say for now. But you know, long term, as somebody who's dealt with this and a few other people, there's actually like a weird community. I don't know if the forum's still there, but with a bunch of people with autoimmune problems that are all in like a forum, people who took medicine forever and now they're off of it. So maybe look for one of those forums too, just to get some good insight. I forget the name of it. I haven't been on it in years. Anybody with that issue, definitely do way more research than just the doctors. Absolutely.
Will do.
Anyways, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look. All right, Renee, take it easy.
You too. Take care.
All right. Seems like a nice woman. Hope she does all right. Goes, all right, wait, how many people we got now? We're down to, we got 5 people. Okay, so we got another $100. All right. All right, another $100 we're giving away. Okay, we got $5 here from Q-Tip. Love the videos. It's my first live stream. Welcome. Get on in here, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate everyone being here. Another $10 from Yoli Guacamole. She goes, sorry for the caps. Renee, contact me. I was in her shoes. Medical debt. May be able to help. Yeah, Yoli's really cool. You can hit her up on Instagram. You girls can find a way to chat about that. But Yoli's a really cool person. I like her. I've actually talked to her on the phone before. She's really nice. Jack's trying to smash Misty. No, I'm not. Actually, she looked very similar to a girl that I dated for a couple of years. Eerily similar, actually. So, no, I'm not trying to smash Misty. Honestly, I don't even care right now. Like a chick would literally have to throw herself at me like annoyingly for me to want to even try, because I just don't care. I don't care. You know, women are like, yeah, well, I'm the bad bitch now. Yeah, sister. All right, let's keep this party moving. All right. Okay, so everybody who's in the line to get on, raise your hand if you're calling in for some dollars here, because we've got another $100 to give away. Everyone's shaking their head no. All right, well, I'm going to put the link in. We got another $100 left over. Whoever is in need of $100, you don't have to be dying. You don't have to be homeless to get it. Okay, that's okay. But we got another $100 to give away. All right. And if no one takes it, I'm going to just give it to the government. So it's up to you guys. All right. We've got, who's coming up next? Actually, I'll save this for the end. My friend Mo. Where's Mo at? Oh, Sean Hill. I see you in there. Were you calling for money, Sean? No, he's not calling for money. Okay. No one's calling for money. That's great. Anyways, I'm just going to give that $100 to this guy, Mo. I'm going to share a story with you guys in a little bit here. It's a friend of mine. I'm actually going to give him more than 100, but I'm going to take that 100 and I'm going to give it to him. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to explain the story real quick. And then who's next? Who's been waiting a long time in here? Land Uber is going to be next. He's been waiting forever in there. So my friend Mo, he's from Canada. Fuck, what country is he from? Iran, I think, is his home country, but he's lived in Canada. So his parents are back in Iran and they're being held like kind of prisoner. And he's stuck in Canada and he's a young cat. He's 24. I've known him for a while now, since he was like 15. And so he's got no parents to rely on because they're in another country and they're like prisoners of war, I guess you would call it. So, and he's young and he can't seem to get a job to save his life. And of course, in Canada, since he's Muslim, or I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I know I'm not very not culturally sound, I guess. But he's got a PayPal, and I'm going to leave that in the description. Oh, he just texted me. Mo, if you're listening right now, text me your PayPal information. I'm going to put that in the description. If anybody wants to donate to your PayPal, I'm going to send them 400 because that's what I have to give. But he's looking to just get a flight to Iran, basically. So the deal is if he goes into the army there and joins their military, then his parents can be set aside. So that's the long story on that. I know, crazy, right? Just when you think you got problems, you got to go join a military in another country to, make sure your grandma and your mom are okay. So I'm going to put the PayPal. I'll put that in the description after the live's done. If anybody wants to donate to him, you can. If not, it's all good. It's not all good. Mo's not doing well, but I'm going to help him the best I can. I wish I could just give him $1,500. I really do. I probably could, but I don't know. I'm sorry, Mo. I'm not loaded yet. $10 from this person. Thank you very much. Jack is a veteran during No Nut November. It is No Nut November. No, I'm not a veteran. I whacked off the other day. Not gonna lie. I was lonely. And I was just in the mood, just kind of set up the whole vibe. It was a good time, That's fucked up. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Anyway, Sassy Pants with $10. Let's get Land Uber in here. Keep this party moving. Jesus, you've been waiting for a while. I've seen you in there.
Hey, what's good, man? Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, brother. So how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 36. I'm from Massachusetts.
All right. Dude, Massachusetts, I heard they're like the strictest state. Is that true? Like the most like rules and shit? Like, is
I
that
don't
true?
think so. Maybe if you're trying to get a gun, but like if like weed is legal here for recreational use. So you can walk in. I think you have to be 21. You can get weed. They have dispensaries all over. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty chill place. I grew up here, born and raised. But yeah, I really like your content. I think we're like around the same age. I think
Yeah,
you're a
I'm
little
30,
bit younger.
34, same shit.
Yeah.
It's the same bracket.
So
Once you get older, like when in your 20s, like if you're 20 and somebody's 25, it's like, whoa,
yeah.
But then when you're like in that early 30s to like later 30s, when it's almost like just if they say 31, I'm like, yeah, we're same age. It's
Yeah,
all
pretty
changed.
much.
It all changes after that.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah, same here. Still in my head, I'm like 24, but I
Yeah.
got gray hairs coming in and doesn't feel like it.
I'm loaded with them, dude. Yeah, I am gonna be I'm gonna be the silver man, the silver bot, and I'm not dyeing my shit either. It's just gonna be icy.
That's a good look, though.
I'm gonna be Jack Frost, baby. I'm gonna be
You'll be like the Night King from Game of Thrones.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a good
look.
Okay,
real quick before I dive in here with you, brother. Okay, so my friend Mo, who I was just talking about, since he is fucked, they won't let him make a GoFundMe or a PayPal. They're really whacking this guy over. And he is a friend of mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put my PayPal. I'm going to put that in the link real quick. And if you guys want to donate, you can. If not, it's all good. I'm going to give him money no matter what. But I'm going to give you guys my PayPal. And I will just buy him a goddamn plane ticket if I have to. I'll also put in the description after the show. But yeah, if you guys want to help a random stranger out, you can. So that's how that's working. Sorry, Mo. I know the queue's full. I know you wanted to call in, buddy. He's texting me and shit. All right. Anyways, so what's on your mind, brother? What you've been watching the show? Something that you really wanted to kind of speak on, or something you wanted to bring up. Just lay it on us.
So I think like I'm doing all right. Like we're cruising. Like luckily I had parents who had like rental properties. So like I bought our first house from my mom, and then that's kind of my rental now, and then we're living in another house elsewhere.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. Are you able to like even in the market, are you able to like turn a little profit off the rental?
Yeah, a little bit. So my sister lives in one unit and she pays like half market rent. So kind of doing her a favor. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you gotta keep the family. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like that's like my boy Taco living with me. I could easily charge him $1,000 a month, but why am I gonna do that to him? You know what I mean? It's like something's gotta, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, let's work together here.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep it moving. My bad.
But Yeah, it's like kind of like a very depressing state that we're living in.
Oh my
Like
God. I
like
cry every night.
yeah,
Literally.
like I'm doing fine, but I know like I work with people, they're paying like 3,000 a month in rent for like a studio in Boston,
Yeah,
and
it's insane.
it's like unsustainable. Like
No,
if you're spending, yeah,
we've had two people call in this show today living in their car or van.
yeah,
It's definitely not sustainable for sure.
yeah, but like
1000%.
I don't know the easy way out because the government's not going to help you, so you kind of have to figure things out for yourself. And like like we're lucky enough to have like parents that like gifted us shit, but if you're like a first time buyer, like house hacking is probably a good idea if you're trying to buy a house. So you would buy like a duplex and live in one side and rent out the other or
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, put it this way, like, because I had to put before I got my dad into a home back when he was like still sharp, like relatively there. I got him in 4 different places where he was renting a room from somebody just in their house, not even like a
Yeah,
duplex, just in the house. It was people living on Social Security, pension, um, where they were experiencing like it's just getting too expensive, so they got to rent out a room to
yep,
make do. You know, they're like 75-year-old people,
yep,
and so I see a lot of that happening. Like I feel like that's going to be a big one.
yeah,
Like huge. And I don't and I don't want to say I'm all for it, like yay. I don't mean it like that. Like I think it's kind of fucked up actually. But that's me and my boy Taco. We were discussing that and he was like, dude, I just can't even tell anybody what I'm paying anymore because it almost insults them, especially if
yeah,
you're older. Yeah, and I was like, I don't mind sharing it with you guys because I want to be honest or like as transparent as possible, you know. Because I don't want to say like I have it just made in the shade. You know, I got my own fair share of shit. We all do, but yeah. So, anyways, I that's what I see happening. Like I feel like a lot of people. I was joking earlier about strangers meeting off the internet. Well, they're not just gonna be having sex together; they're gonna be living together too. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, definitely see that happening. But yeah, I feel like we're getting like gaslighted by the government. They're saying like, oh, everything's fine, like unemployment's super low, inflation is coming down.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I, I don't know what's gonna happen when like the Fed like cuts interest rates because that's in their Fed funds futures, like it's pricing in like one or two cuts this year. So if mortgage rates fall from 7% to 5%, I don't think that's gonna kill housing prices. It's gonna like make things even worse.
Nah, and here's something else. I get asked like every month or two, 3 months, I'll get a letter from my loan provider on my house, and they want to know if I want to refinance all
Oh,
the
fuck
time.
that.
But here's what happens. Like, so let's say you bought a house at 7%, and then you go to refinance at 4%. Your whole shit starts over. They want you to do that.
Yeah,
Like they want you to refinance because you're just
yeah,
starting over. And that's why I look at the whole the car shit. I look at that as like just a giant bubble. Like I'm not saying like just millions of people are gonna just lose their car, but I wouldn't doubt it if that did happen. Like
oh, totally.
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be
Oh,
shocked.
totally.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Like if you bought a truck or something like a year ago when inventory was super low on the car market, and you paid like top dollar for like a Grand Wagoneer, you're like probably 40K underwater on that car now. So I'm
Easy.
hearing a lot of people just like they'll just let the bank repo it
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
they'll just tank their credit. But I mean, it's better than being stuck with that.
Mm. That's how I got a repo on my shit. I called up when I had that BMW, had to have the Beamer. Here we
Yeah.
go. I don't know what I wasn't thinking. That's what I was thinking. Um, but when I bought that, I remember I went in, I had about 25 grand to my name. I'm in Cali, and and this is all fucked up. This is how fast 25 grand could go. And this is like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I buy this car and I just put down half. They wanted 15. I gave them 7,500. I had some payments, 280 a month. Not bad, right? 280 a month. That's pretty chill. Okay. Plus 220 insurance. Pretty chill. So I had that for like 6 months, and within 6 months, $8,000 in repairs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
nuts.
I was already over my down payment in repairs. And then it broke
Wow.
down again another time, like a few months after that. They wanted $3,500 to fix because the transmission went. So it got to the point where I was like, the amount of repairs were going to cost more than the car. So, and at this point, my bank account's just every month going down.
Yeah.
And so when all this is happening, boom, I got to move. So I go move into a new place. $5,000 to move in. $5,000. Yeah, just like
that's
that.
crazy.
So within 1 year, I went from like, you know, when you're 26 years old and you have $25,000, you think you're rich, or at least I did. I thought I was like King Tut or something,
Yeah,
you know,
same.
like Slick Ricky, you know. And but by just in 1 year, my shit went. I was looking at my bank. I had like $5,000. I'm just sitting there like, what happened? I was like, what did I do? You know, I was like, and all I did was just raise my bills slowly. That's all I did. That's all I did. Yeah. Just
cars, man. They suck. That's like my biggest regret financially, buying like a new car with my first job right out of college. It was like a BRZ 2013. It was like brand new, and now it's like sitting in a Copart somewhere. It's like salvage, you know?
Oh yeah.
Totally useless, worthless.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
So
best.
for like a few years, I drove around in like $1,000 Toyota. It's like a Toyota.
Which you can't even find that anymore.
You can't, yeah.
You like I did the last car video I did. I went to that shitty ass car lot, and literally they wanted $6,000 for a car that was like paint is gone. Like you would think this car
I saw that.
is $1,500, you know, but they want $6,000 for that.
Oh man.
And you know what's crazy too? Like you guys could, I'm gonna actually add this to the next car series I do. But there's like these places where cars go to die, and they would rather, like, let's say a car can't sell, like they can just not sell it. They would rather fucking send that thing out to the death pile than give it to you for $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a kind of, it's like, I don't know if this is all true, but from what I've seen, and especially talking to a couple of, like one of my homies is a car salesman, I should actually go to his dealer and pick his brain. That costs too much. It'll take too much time. But like he was the one that kind of told me about that. He's like, yeah, he's like, we'll have cars that don't sell, and we just keep passing them along to other people. And then eventually, if that car doesn't sell, it goes to like some just grass lot and just goes to die, or ends up in the junkyard. They'd rather you spend more money on that newer car than even have an option to go buy a $2,000 piece of shit.
Oh, that's nuts.
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
If I have one recommendation, get a Toyota Echo. At most, you'll pay like $5,000 for it. It's like the last affordable car you can get.
A Toyota Echo. You know what? Another one I heard too. My one of my homies was shopping around. The Mitsubishi Outlander, the 2024. No one wants it. Wait. Nobody wants it because it's not cool. But brand new. You guys look up the price. I'm not sure what the price is, but apparently that one's a hot commodity because no one wants it, but it's such a good deal. So that's another car to look out for, that Outlander, that new one, because no one fucking wants it. So it's like they're just kind of like they keep marking it down. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, man, you got any last words you want to say before I keep this moving?
No, I appreciate you having me on. Best of luck with everything, and love seeing your success.
Absolutely, man. Right back at you, brother. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right. Cool cat, man. Cool cat. I got the Boston Bandit. We got Sassy Pants with 10 big ones. Thank you. Appreciate that. Maria. I got to meet a Maria, man. I will sing to her every morning. And then I'll say, if you leave me, you're dead, bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. That was really weird. Thank you for the $2. All right, let's keep this party moving. All right, my boy Shape, he is doing a call-in show as well. Shape, I see you in the live stream down here. I'm gonna pop you in just in a little bit. He's gonna be doing a live stream after this show, call-in show as well. So you guys can check that out. You might like it, you might not. But right now we're here, so let's keep this party moving. We got $100 left to donate. Actually, I'm giving that to Mo. Sorry, nobody wanted to call in for the 100. All right, who's next? Who's next? We got Dave coming in next. I see you've been waiting there for hours. El Capitan, thank you for the $10. Means a lot. Thank you. All right, Dave, my boy.
What's
There
up,
he
man?
is.
Nice to be back on. I like the format today.
Yeah,
with the
man.
donations. That's pretty cool, man.
This isn't going to be, guys, just so you know, we're going to do giveaway stuff every couple of months. It's not something that I could pull off. I'm not Mr. Beast, you know. I'm not Oprah. You feel me? I'm whoever else gives away money. I'm far from that. So I do what I can, though. You know, when I have a good month, you know, I like helping people, and this is a lot better than me just giving it a homeless guy across the street. I know what he's going to do with it. You know, the no one really watched this video that I posted. It's titled "Interview with a Florida Man." But that guy, you know, we ended up a bunch of donations, ended up giving him like $300. And you know what? He's just still at the gas station, and he's higher than ever. And every time I see him, it's as if I didn't give him anything. And I'm just like, that's what you get. You know what? I go, you know what? We're helping out regular people who are trying from now on. That's my new rule. Anyways, I'm going to get Shape in here with us, Dave, just to keep this party kind of going. So we're going to do a three-way here. So Dave, how old are you and where are you calling from, brother, for all the new people watching?
I'm 28. I'm calling from Hawaii, but that might change in the next couple weeks.
Oh shit.
My topic for the call-in, well, not one topic, but a couple things. It was like layoffs, moving, and also applying for jobs. So something a lot of people don't know about applying for jobs is sometimes applications, that doesn't mean they're even looking for anyone specific because they might be hiring internally already. But, you know, like the company legally or whatever, you know, equal opportunity, they have to put it on the internet, even if they already have somebody internally. And it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just like legalese, you know, you got to make sure you're not going to get sued or something if you think about it that way. So when all these people apply for jobs and they don't get them, they get upset, but it's like, hey, they were going to have an internal hire already. See what I'm saying?
That's actually a really good thing because you see, like, if you go look up for jobs, you know, there's quite a bit of them out there. And that makes a lot of sense, though, because they legally have to. It's almost like how they always have the "we're hiring" sign at like stores. I wonder if that's just like a legal obligation.
Especially if it's like a manager spot or something. Like, you think you're going to get a manager spot over the guy that's been there for 10 years, you know?
Probably not.
Internally, you know?
Actually,
it's possible, but
actually in today's age, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it because it's almost like a lot of companies being loyal is, it's almost like you have to, it's almost like backwards. It's kind of like dating. You almost got to like treat your employer like a fuck. And then they go, you know, we're going to put you in charge. And it's like, you're doing all the wrong things. You get put in charge. Anyways, real quick though, I'm going to introduce Shape before we dive into those topics. Shape, for all the new people watching, how old are you and where are you calling from?
36, calling from the armpit of America, man, Jersey.
All right.
Jay-Z.
Okay, so Dave, you say you might be moving from Hawaii. What's I know moving to another state, I've done it. Not the easiest thing.
Bro, it's expensive too nowadays, you know.
Why are you maybe moving? And also, you know, what's the process like with this shit?
Yeah, so in my situation, I don't want to get too deep into it, but the contract that I'm working on is coming to an end. So it's time to start looking for other avenues, you know. And luckily, I'm in a position where I saved up a little bit, you know. I had a decent job, and at the end of the day, I always knew, like, hey, I'm gonna be a good worker, I'm gonna be a good employee, you know, I'm gonna work hard. But at the same time, if the company is shifting left or right, you know, that's kind of how the world works. I mean, you see the articles all the time when companies lay people off. So,
yeah.
So you kind of just have to be ready for it, depending on the economy and the current job that you do, you know, if you're tied to a contract.
And you're living in
So
Hawaii, so if you come to the mainland, I mean, that's not going to be. I mean, just the ticket alone. I mean, you're looking at some pretty serious quiche just to relocate.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a couple thousand for sure. I'm already trying to work on all that. And one of my comments about applying for jobs, something that's irritating is sometimes you apply for jobs and then they don't tell you the timeline of when they're going to hire you. Like, are they going to hire you in 3 months, in 2 weeks? Because like sometimes it's like, hey man, like people, I don't feel bad for myself necessarily, but I work with people that are 45 years old, they got 3 kids, they got a wife. Like,
Oh shit.
like,
so they're gonna have to find another.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like I'm pretty mobile. I can go live with my brother, or my sister, or my friend, things like that. But there's a lot of people that they got to roll. They have a 2-story house. They got to move all that somewhere else. Like I kind of feel bad for those guys more than myself.
Yeah, and you know what else? We live in Shape. I want to hear your opinion on this, but real quick, another thing too is like the it's almost the job security that used to be there. I mean, it still exists, it still kind of does. But like I think about that shit. Even with what I'm doing now, I'm going, okay, I have to make the best financial decisions I can. I'm still gonna like have fun with my life and stuff like that. But I'm sitting here like, okay, I gotta milk everything for what it's worth because you never know. And I even look
You
at
have to
that
be
at like
ready.
and I look at
Mhm.
that at other jobs too. Even all my other jobs. I remember just being like, okay, I hope this lasts for a few years. And I've worked at 3 restaurants. I experienced them all closed down while I worked there. So yeah, 3 times. And they don't tell you, well, except for the one place they did tell us. And I quit like the next day. I was like, fuck that. I'm not hanging around. And because they said, oh, we're closing in 6 months. They ended up closing in 2 months. So that's why I just left.
I
But
will say, the company I worked for was a good company. So like, I have no beef with like everything with them is good. It is
of
what it
course
is with
not.
contracts.
Of course not.
None of all my supervisors, all my coworkers, everyone was solid. That's just the way life is. So
Yeah, Shape, what's your thoughts on this? I know you've been working. I know you got a couple, 2 different jobs. Why don't you fill people in on what you're doing to really stay ahead and keep this boat afloat or whatever.
24/7, man. I work 7 days a week. I don't have a day off. It's been like that for months. And YouTube's one of my jobs. I'm a personal trainer and I work at a restaurant, so I've been super grinding. And the more you work, the less you spend because you're too busy at work. So you can't be spending money for at work. So
that is true.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And, but it's crazy because this is the first time in a long time that I haven't had 2 jobs. So it's really different for me. So I've been trying to fill in my time, trying to do something, not like something totally different from what I'm doing, but trying to find another avenue to create a little more income, just an in case thing. That's just how my mind works. For the longest time, I've always just been like, okay, if I have 2 things, one of them fails, at least I still got the other one. And I know that's a terrible way to think, but that's just kind of how I've been feeling for a decade.
remember your plan was to quit the restaurant job this month. You were like, in April of 2024, I'm gonna quit the restaurant job.
Yeah, I ended up quitting a lot. I quit a lot earlier. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it didn't make sense. Like, okay, let's say at my restaurant job, I was making $300 a night. I was like towards the end of my time there, I was only making $150 a night. And no offense, that's okay money, but not for my bills and my time, and especially my skill in the restaurant business. I know it sounds stupid, but for what I am able to do, I expect way more compensation than $150 a night for the type of shit I'm dealing with. So that's why I ended up quitting, because it just didn't make any more sense. But I probably would have, if the money made sense, I probably would have kept it a little bit longer, but it just didn't make sense. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Nothing ever goes according to plan.
I'm about to fly, man. I'm about to do my live show. Thank you for having me, my brother Jack.
All right, yeah.
Live show.
Shape's doing a live on his channel. Call me Shape.
Yes,
I'll be in the comment section over there. But I'll let you go, brother. When you start,
anybody want to join, let me know. Call me Shape on YouTube. I'll see you guys over there. Jack, Wonderful show, bro. Good heart, man. My brother got a good heart, yo. So
Hey, don't just
appreciate you,
thank
bro.
me. We got Whiskey Tango Foxtrot in the chat and RC Wolfie. They have chipped in to help make all this possible.
God bless y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, bro.
I'm gonna see you on the stream in a little bit. All
and
right.
Jack, before you let me go, if you're gonna kick me off, I just want to say enjoy the show. I might actually stop by in Florida in the next couple months. If my girlfriend graduates from school there, I might be there for a couple days. So maybe I'll swing by your casa.
Hey, give me a shout, man. Hit me up on Insta, and I'm always down to meet you guys. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll swing by.
All right,
man.
Hey, best of luck to you, man. I know you'll be all right.
Yep, thanks, man.
Later, Dave. All right, we got $10 from El Capitan. I already thanked you, but I'm gonna thank you again. We got $20 from DJ. Just sent to PayPal. Hey, thank you. Sent to PayPal. Mo, if you're still watching, Mo, we've got $50 towards your needs. Maybe more. There might be more. But I got money on that too. I got 400 coming to you. So we got 450 from Mo. This is gonna turn into a expensive night. Okay. But it's all worth it though. All right. Who's still in here? We got a few people left in here. I'm gonna get all you guys on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 cats left. Omar, I see you there. We'll get you in. Oh, just gonna scroll through some of your guys' comments real fast. Boom, boom, boom. Ding. Yeah, but it is crazy, man. The 2 jobs and a side hustle. $50 from El Capitan. Good man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You know what, Mo? Now you got $500. I'm gonna take this 50 from El Capitan and we're gonna put it to that plane ticket, bro. All right. But I do think it's fucked up though that it's like we're living in a world where you have to have a side hustle or 2 jobs, preferably a side hustle. And when I say side hustle, I mean like some way you figured out to make money on your own time. I think that's kind of the best. But then I think about it, and like back in the day, 100 years ago, everyone would own their own thing. Like it was all family business. Everything was. Like most people were a part of a family operation. So I feel like it's just kind of everything's coming back around. Yeah, it's a small world. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. At least not the inflation part. But maybe it is a good thing. It's forcing us to like figure out how to make money on our own. Because it kind of is fun. Like it's kind of cool. Like even just when I was selling stuff on eBay, I'd have a day where I'd made $200 and I'd be like, wow. It's like, who would have thought, I could just sell some used stuff and make money off of it. It's crazy. This guy goes, my job won't let me work 7 days a week. Yeah, because they have to pay you overtime. I know. It's fucked up. We got another $6 from T-Boom. He goes, I am not very culture, but you keep it real. Yeah, I didn't know how to say that. I'm not well traveled, should I say, like worldly. I'm just not. I just didn't think I could afford to do it. And 2, it was just, I had no one to go with. It was like no one ever had money. None of my friends never had any money. All right. Who's coming in? We got Omar. He's geeking to come on. Okay, I'm going to do 2 of you. We're going to do a 3-way here. So I'm going to do Omar and we're going to do Matt. So both of you fellas are coming in. All right. We got Omar and Matt here. I'm going to start with Omar. Omar, how old are you and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm 24 and a quarter, and I'm in Pensa Coca-Cola.
Pensa Coca-Cola, my man. So
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. How do I be like you when I grow up? Because you had like, how long have you been doing this YouTube thing? And you just kind of got this whole audience now. Oh, and side note, you replied to my Instagram message. And that felt like a celebrity like messaged me. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I apologize to everybody waiting in the DMs. There's a long list of people that I have not gotten to, but I try my best to go through it once or twice a week and respond to you guys. I try my best. And I'm sorry if I haven't responded to you. You're probably real deep in that fucking thing. It is loaded to the brim. Okay, so you want to be like me. What do you mean how? If you don't mind me asking that. Like, what do you mean by that?
Specifically, like, your whole, like, how you built your YouTube audience? Like, how long did it take you? Like,
Oh, it took me forever. It took me. I started a channel in like 2013. Quickly gave up on that one. That was a lot of skateboarding content. And then I started another one in 2017. Did that for about a year and a half. Gained like 500 subscribers. I posted like 150 videos, all long form. Gave up. I came back. And then my first 6 months back doing it again, I gained like 200 subscribers. Nearly gave up again. And then I just said, you know what? Let me learn how to do this for real. And I just practiced Photoshop, and I said, let me see what other people are doing and how do I fucking do this. And yeah, so that's why I said earlier in the stream, whoever's been watching this whole time, I said, if you want to start something, start it sooner than later, because it usually takes a long time. Some people, it just cracks off. I've seen YouTube channels just blow up. 4 months, huge. But for the most part, it's like any other business. It's like any other thing. It like just, you suck at it for a long time. And then eventually you learn how to get comfortable on camera, and you get good at titles, and you get good at thumbnails, and you just get good at it. Everyone's different, you know? So, but that's anything. Even with my eBay business that I did, that took me, 3 years basically to where I was like, I'm making money. I'm not breaking even anymore. Look at me go. So that's it. You're 24. So if you started doing whatever you want to do now, by the time you're 34, my age, if you didn't give up, you're probably going to be doing it. It's probably going to work out for you. Like 10 years, if you start now, that's basically a guarantee for sure. Anyways, let me get to Matt real quick, and then we'll keep this discussion going here. Matt, how old are you, and where are you calling from, brother?
Hey, what's up, Jack? I'm 29 from Texas.
All right. First of all,
a
I
lot
just
of
got to
Texans
tell.
tonight.
Yeah, a lot of Texas, man. I'm actually coming out to Texas. Maybe we'll do a meetup. I'm coming out to Texas May 26th.
Texas is real big. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in Austin.
Oh, okay, it's like 4 hours from me.
Okay, well, maybe we won't do a meetup. But real quick, before I get to you, Matt, both of you guys with the beards here, I got to just tell you, everyone says they have hair envy. I can't grow a beard. So I got to just say, fuck both of you. Anyways, in the best way possible.
Yeah.
All right. So Matt, what's on your mind tonight, brother? What's percolating up here?
Man, first of all, we just had our second kid. So I'm in the hospital just hanging out with my wife.
Hey,
and
congratulations.
Thank you. I was like, let me hop on, see what he's up to.
That's awesome, man. So you're on your second kid. That's great, man. So, all right. So Matt, what was percolating on your mind tonight other than having a kid here? Something you've been maybe wanting to talk about? Something rattling around upstairs?
I love the car dealership videos. They go around, talk to all the people, and they throw out these crazy numbers. They'll throw out 1,000+ monthly payments like it's nothing. And you're sitting here saying, okay, fine, you're paying $1,000 for a new Charger or whatever, but how much is insurance? Because I'm getting bent over, and we drive beaters.
Oh, I'm getting double penetration. I'm for real, bro. Like for real. Like I'm not even kidding. Like
And
I wish I was.
It's not like we did anything. It's not like Ben and Rex and all this stuff. It's just
No reason. No reason. Just because they can.
They can, yeah.
Just because they can. They go, we can, and we will. We will. What about you, Omar? You driving?
Hell yeah. I got like a little Chevy Sonic, so I have a car payment, but it's not too crazy. And then I have my dad helping me with the insurance to make it, like pretty cheap. If it was me on the insurance, I'd be paying like the same as the car payment.
Yeah, trust me. I wish I would have done what you're doing when I was your age. Like I wish I wasn't because we're around 19. I got in some beef with my mom and stuff. Just certain shit happened. We're like my best friend, so we were kind of how best friends are. Sometimes you argue. But I remember she was kind of like holding that above me. Like, you're on my car insurance, you're on this. So I remember just pulling the plug and I just went everything on my own. But I remember like years later, all my other friends who were on their parents' car insurance and on their parents' this and that, they're all paying half. And I was like, damn it. I was like, but by the time I realized that, I was already like 25. I was like, I'm too far deep. You know, I was like, I'm too far gone. But I remember just being like, that's why I'm like supportive of people who like still live at home, you know, like doing that type of stuff, or you're like on your parents' phone plan. Like, yeah, fucking do that, please, for the love of God. Like,
people live together, you know, different
yeah,
cultures. People live together till they're married.
yeah. Like my neighbors are all Indian. There's like fucking 10 of them in that house.
10 cars outside, yeah.
Yeah, and they're always smiling. They're always
Yep.
chilling. They're
Good
not
neighbors.
stressing. Like, it was funny. One of them actually just recently saw my channel. He came over and knocked at the door just to let me know. He's like, "Bro, I'm watching you right now on YouTube." I was like, "That's hilarious." I was like, "I've actually talked about you and your family many times." No, I thought that was funny. But yeah, they're all like, it's so normal for them. I think one of them finally moved out. When they get married, then they all, I don't know how it works, but I think they all like pitch in to like help you go get a spot. Like, I think that's how it works. Maybe I should go ask them. Just be like, fuck it. Let me just go ask them real quick. Like, hey, how do you guys do all this? Like, what's, fill me in. I want to learn your
That's
culture.
the future, man. That's what they want. They want everybody living together.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Like, I don't mind. I actually prefer to live with somebody personally. Maybe that's a me problem. I was saying that earlier in the stream, like the whole learning to be alone thing. I'm having a hard time with it. I really am. Like, not that hard, but I'm just so used to having, I don't know. I guess I'm just scared of being alone, I guess. But at the same time, like financially wise, it makes sense to me to like, I'd rather live with people and be like a little more peace of mind, not stress about like, oh, rent's coming up, I owe all of it. It's kind of nice being like, oh, the mortgage is due. Can I get part of that mortgage? Like, let's all chip in here. What about you, Omar? You living on your own? Or you living with pops, mom and dads?
I'm living with my pops. It's just me and my pops though. Like, my mom and my two siblings moved back to Jordan because like I have two younger siblings, and like for my younger sister, like the schools here are getting way too woke. So my dad is like, yeah, like I'm not about to raise her, around this environment. So it's just me and my pops. It kind of feels like I'm living alone because, I mean, most of the time I'm just I'm normally at work, but like half the time I'm at home. It's just me alone. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's funny because you're talking about your whole breakup thing like a week or two ago, and it's like I went through the same thing. I was living with my girlfriend, her family, and then we broke up at like the end of August. And then, man, my life is like, man, rocket shit up. It was crazy.
Like, in a good way?
Hell yeah, shit is amazing right now.
He goes, hell yeah, shit's awesome. I could have did this years ago.
Yeah, and literally though. But like, I get what you mean. It's like, it's nice having people around that, if I have like a conspiracy thing on the top of my mind, I have somebody to tell it to,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm home alone, I can just like, only my cat is here to listen,
Yeah, and she doesn't care,
How'd you know she's a girl?
As soon as you die.
Yeah. I was just guessing. I don't know. It was a 50-50 shot,
Yo, Jack, I want to talk to you about your Cadillac.
Oh man, that fucking thing. So it still doesn't run.
Okay.
So here's what happened with the Cadillac. So about 4 years ago, I was looking for one, and I was trying to find a deal because I knew I could find one. And one of my friends actually sent it to me, the listing. And he was like, he's like, I don't know if this car is a piece of shit and we don't know about it. But he's like, this thing looks brand new. Guy only wants 10 grand. And he's willing to, and he says he has best offer too. So 10 grand or best offer. So I called this guy, and this dude's older cat. They called him the Cadillac King of Kentucky. Legit. This is a real guy. So apparently he just had a Cadillac. He just loved Cadillacs, and he was just looking to get rid of a couple of them. So I said, fuck it. I had a shit ton of money at the time, which I fucked up, of course. And I just said, all right, cool. And me and one of my homies, we drove out to Kentucky, together with my Ford that I still have. Met this guy. He had a super cool cat. I said, hey, I'll give you $9,000 cash. He said, cool. And dude, this thing was like mint condition. Like it ran perfectly fine for a long time. And then just in this last year, it had a couple of shits with the engine and stuff. And so basically it's not top priority for me. And I've already fucked up enough financially in my past. So it's not important to me to just fix it right now. So I'm keeping it at my friend's house. I'll for free, basically. I'll give him some money here and there, just to, fuck with him. He doesn't need it, but it's the principle.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I'll throw him some money here and there randomly. And I'm just going to get it, instead of buying a new car, I'm going to get the engine swapped out completely down the road. I'm not going to do it now, probably at the end of the year, maybe for Christmas. I don't know. We'll see how I'm doing financially. And it's going to cost me like 10 to 15 grand to do everything I want. But that's substantially cheaper than me going and buying another car. So I'm probably just going to do that, honestly. And then I'm just going to be that fucking guy that just drives around an old school car as a daily driver.
Why don't you just buy like a cheap car that's like 5,000 and then buy a catalytic converter and convert it to a Cadillac?
It doesn't.
I'm playing with you.
No, okay. I was about to say, I was like, didn't we discuss the piece of shit rusted cars for $6,000? No, but that's my plan with that. But like I said, it's not top priority. Like my Ford Fusion still drives 220,000 miles.
Yeah, I had one for got to 230,000 miles.
Yeah, it's still riding. It's chill. I really don't care.
The best car is a paid off car.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't care if I have cloth interior. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like you're not riding in. Like if you have a big deal with me having cloth interior, just
have them buy you leather
so
covers.
Hot. It's gonna be just 1,000,000 degrees in the summer.
Yes,
which is all the time.
That's basically my car. My car plan is just real quick. Hello Kitty, thanks for the $5. I really appreciate that. My car plan is just to ride this bitch out, and then when I do get the Cadillac, I'm probably not even going to sell the Ford. I'm probably realistically just going to give it to my homie and put him on. I'll be the bank. We've already talked about this. I said, look, you go pay me $200 a month for, a year and a half. And then when you're done paying it off, that's it, So that was kind of my game plan with it. Unless he just decides to buy another car, he doesn't want to wait, then that's fine. But and if that doesn't work out, I'll probably just end up giving it to a family member. I honestly don't even want to sell it because of the sentimental value of the car. So it's either going to a family member or I'm just going to keep it.
Or you can do a Ford Fusion giveaway.
Yeah, Ford Fusion giveaway. Yeah, you could sleep in the same back seat that Jack did. That's fucked up. Anyways, I'm going to let you boys go. I got a few more cats I want to get on here while we wind this down, okay?
Hell yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Hey, and Matt, congrats. And Omar, take it easy, brother.
I'm going to be like you when I grow up.
My man. With a much better beard. All right. Cool guys. SR goes, moving out at 18 being normal was pushed by my culture. It's very strange over the world through history. Yeah. My mom was upset when I moved out. She wanted me to stay home a little longer. And I don't blame her. She was actually right. I should have listened to her. Because I did end up moving back home at 24 for like 6 months. And then I moved to California. It wasn't that it didn't work out for me. But like from 20 to 24, I probably could have saved a lot of money if I wasn't paying rent and shit. This person goes, I don't even wear underwear or socks unless I'm going out. Saves on the laundry bill. Oh, yeah. That's the best. My favorite thing to say, if anybody ever tells you it's too cold outside or it's too hot out, I have this classic line. You could use it all you want. But so if somebody's like, oh, man, it's so hot out here. I go, yeah. I'm so glad I didn't wear underwear. It works every time. I promise you. Or if somebody says it's too cold, it's really cold out, you just go, yeah, I know. Thank God I wore underwear today. It might not be the funniest thing, but it works every time. Literally. I haven't said that to one person that didn't chuckle at least. So you can take that home with you. If you gained anything from this live stream today. All right. Got $5 from SR. Thank you very much. This person goes, Japanese cars are the best. Yeah, they actually are. Nikki Vamp, take a hit. How you doing, girl? All right, we got a few more people in here. We're gonna wind this down. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we got Chase. We've got. All right, so I'm gonna do Chase and I'm gonna do Slight Sight. Both of y'all are coming in. We're doing a three-way, and we're getting weird. Chase coming in.
So I kind of understand where the studios are coming.
All right, Chase, can you hear me, brother?
I can.
All right, man. So how old are you and where are you calling from?
26 from Kentucky.
You might know the Cadillac King, man.
Yeah, he's a big guy around here,
Hey, really? I mean, he seemed like a big deal. He was in the newspaper and shit. Anyways, so Chase, what's on your what's percolating on your mind tonight, brother?
I mean, I don't know. I got a big change in my life. I might be changing jobs. I'm in sales now, but my current pace, I'm making right around 120 now. But I might be jumping into a job where it's 100% commission, so it's kind of scary. So, kind of getting your opinion on it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You're making 120 grand at your job right now. That's really good money. That's really good quiche. I mean, that's some solid cheddar.
It's sales, man.
No. Oh, I get it. Like, it's funny when people say like, "Oh, 100 grand ain't a lot," which is kind of funny to think that it kind of isn't. But a lot of people who say that don't. I've never even made 100 grand in a year myself. So I've tried. I've been trying so hard for a long time, and I think this might be the first year I pull it off if things go accordingly. But I gotta say, it's like it's not easy. It's so fucking not easy to do it.
Yeah, no.
So let me ask you a question. So why are you thinking of leaving? Like, are you just where you're at now? Is it like that's it? You're stuck here. If you stay at this place, you're only making this forever, or like, what's your reason here?
I mean, it's a big company, so I mean, massive layoffs right now. I want to be a vice president one day. I don't have a college degree. I got kicked out when I was 18, so I had to learn something quick. So sales was what I learned, and so then it's scary because I've been with this company about 4 years. So with making the jump, I just want to make more money. I want to have a high level, position, that kind of thing. I just broke up with my ex-fiance, so about 6 months ago. So just want to change in my life, and then kind of seeing what's gonna come out of it, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, how about this? If you got a shit ton of money saved, and you're like, "Oh, I could live 2 years without a job," then take the risk. Fuck it. If you think that that's gonna benefit you, I mean, everyone watching this, I'm sure some of you already had to take a risk in your life, but like, there hits a point where you have to make a change or take a risk. So I mean, if you're comfortable with it, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, if you think you could at least still make even 100 grand, or you think you're to make more, then why not? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
potential's there to make 250, and that's the reason why I want to make the jump. But obviously, it's 100% comp. I'd be running a whole division in Kentucky, so it's technically a promotion, but it's still 100% comp. So
it's still commission only.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you put it to you this way, if you're like, even worst case scenario, you still made 120. I mean, you're still at that level. So, but like I said, if you got a shit ton of money saved, fuck it. Why not? You know what I mean? It might sound crazy, but like, if you made 120 grand a year once, you could do it again, like, so that's kind of my idea. But real quick, Morning Mess, thanks for joining us. How old are you and where are you calling from?
I am 30. I live in Michigan, but I've kind of been all over the country the last decade. So, yeah.
Okay, very cool.
5 different states.
Oh, wow. Traveler, you get around.
I am actually, but I'm one of those people that Tone talks about as well, with the older generation squandering our inheritance, and then older Xers and millennials and Zers been left with nothing. But yeah, I am a traveler, actually. I work in aviation.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So what's on your mind tonight? What's got you calling in?
I wanted to get out a couple of conspiracies, but first, just to let your audience know what their housing options are. If you're brave and you're looking for something, what brought me to Michigan was their land bank program. So I bought my house for 2,200. Now the downside is Detroit, they steal everything. They stole my steps. They steal everything. But if you're sleeping in your car, you can always, just stay there on the property while it's being rehabbed. And then in other places, they have land banks, they have city auctions. People get their property seized by the sheriff's department all the time, especially like in Vegas. So I put it in the chat. Like I've seen homes go for, $10,000, $40,000 because nobody's bidding on them. And they're literally just seized for like criminal activity. So it's not always like due to like taxes. Although, even though there is, even in most cities, where if you see someone's behind on their taxes, you can go and be like, hey, I see they haven't paid. I want to make an offer on this home. And other people have a certain time that varies on your county for them to put in an offer. But if they don't, you may get a house for basically whatever they owe in back taxes. So you do
Shit,
have options.
I might have to check that out my damn self.
Yeah, yeah. And it goes by a different name, but I've looked at it in Oklahoma, Arizona, here in Michigan, Vegas, Henderson. Vegas has a lot of foreclosures, actually. I just saw a house the bid is starting at $100,000. No one's put an offer in yet, but the home is valued at 664 or 674. So again, if you're like in Cali, you've been saving all this money and you can't find a home, it might be worth looking into.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. That sounds kind of trippy. But okay, so real quick though, well, morning mess. I'm gonna mute you just because there's some lag there. All right, so Chase, I wanted to ask you. So you said you just you had a fiance and you guys split up.
Yep.
So if you don't mind me asking, just because I'm kind of fresh off the boat from a breakup, how long were you with the chick and what happened?
I mean, I want you. It's always the on and off, but we dated for about 3 years, broke up for a couple. We were high school sweethearts, so we got back together for the last, latter half of 5 years. So all in all, about 8 years. But like, I mean, we were actually supposed to have our wedding this month. Decided, like about 6 months ago that, it just wasn't for me, right? Like I wanted to move. I want to, go move other places, move up in a corporate ladder, that kind of thing. And that's just not what she wanted. I mean, amazing person. It's just, it's just one of different things. And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to hold her back. Just like, I don't want her to, hold me back. So.
Well, it's I was just asking that. It's funny you said that because that's kind of the same shit that happened to me when I really, now that I'm not all emotional about it. I looked at it for what it was, and it was kind of like when I got with this person, nearly 2 years ago, I wasn't doing this. I was just working, and selling things on the internet. So I was kind of just regular under the radar, regular Ricky, and then all of a sudden this started going up. And so when I really look at it for what it is, I really just think it was kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't think this person could hang because what I'm doing, it's going to get bigger. And when I really looked at it, I was like, oh, wow. Like I'm one of those guys who, like I chose my career, and I'm not like upset about that, but it's how you feel too, where it's like, well, unfortunately I'm going this way. And if you can't join me, then it's fuck it.
But I think it's gonna work out in the end. I mean, for either one of us. I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, again, like I felt like it was gonna be unfair to her, putting my career ahead of her.
Yeah.
But I mean, kind of same thing. Like, really, I didn't start making the money I made until the last 2 years, right? Struggling, doing whatever I could, and then I just started honing in my craft a whole lot better. And I know this is the trajectory I want to go. But, again, it didn't work out. I mean, at the end of the day, we still talk. We have 3 dogs together. So,
Well, that's cool. You could at least, I'm bitter and I can't remain friends. And maybe that's kind of shame on me, I guess. Not really. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I still want to be with you, so I couldn't simply just be your friend. It's just never going to work.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, that happened about 5 years ago, so I get it. I mean, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where, I mean, if it works out, it works out. But, you know, I thank God for the, you know, the times that we did have together at the end of the day. I mean, it made me a better man. And, you know, again, I couldn't have built a lot of my stuff without her. So, again, you know, it was just kind of.
Well, that's awesome that you got like this healthy thing with it, at least, or, you know, somewhat healthy thing with it. So that's dope, man. But Chase, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get someone else in here.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? You sit on your options with what you're doing. And, you know, if you got enough money in the bank to last you a year or two, I'd say, fuck it, you know, go for it.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right, brother. All right. So back to what we were talking about here with Morning Mess. This person here commented, yeah, if people want to buy a house, buy a foreclosed home or a bank repossessed home that's on auction, don't go through realtors if you want to pay maybe around a couple $100K. Yeah, I didn't really realize that was a thing. I mean, maybe I did. Maybe I just didn't think it was for. I thought maybe you have to have like some kind of a license or something to do something like that. I thought that might have been only for real estate agents.
No.
I might have to check that out though, because I've been looking at houses, and I got to tell you, I'm like, it's a joke, man. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Let's get someone else in here. We got Straight Sight. I'm gonna bring you in. You could chime in on this. Chime in on some shit here. All right. We got Slight Sight coming in.
What's up, Jack?
Chilling out, man. So how old are you and where are you calling from, brother?
38, about to be 39. Live in LA, but I'm up in Oregon right now just because LA has been such a shit show for the last couple of years.
I'm going out there in the summer, and I'm kind of like, fuck, man, do I even want to go? I mean, I'm going to go just because of business opportunity, but I'm kind of, everybody I talk to about it, they're like, oh, you know, but then I talk to some people who live out there and they're like, bro, it's fine. What are you talking about? And I'm like, well, is it fine or is it not? I'm like, what's going on?
I guess it kind of depends, dude, on, you know, what your situation is. Like, I work for Hollywood, and it's been just horrible for like the last year and a half as far as work goes. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with the strikes and all this stuff that's been going on. So for me, it's been, you know, a struggle to say the least, at least with making money and going from making a substantial amount of money every year to, you know, nothing, because stuff that's out of my control just blows.
Well, one of my homies, when I did live out there, older gentleman, he's done a shit ton of commercial work, stuff like that. And he's actually relocated to a new state. He was in the acting business for 20 years. And he's a car salesman now because he went from making, you know, 150 grand a year catching commercials to, you know, he'd be lucky to get $5 grand for a commercial.
Yep.
When it used to be, check this out. So let's say you did a car commercial, right? For like Kia back in the day. I'm talking like 2005. You did a car commercial for Kia and they ran that car commercial for a year. You could make like 80 grand. Or 100 grand off a commercial.
No,
according to him.
Well, so it depends on what he was. Like, I'm a grip/stage technician, dude. So there's no royalties. I've seen kind of some of this stuff, like when you Google what Hollywood guys make, it's not, you don't get residuals on stuff like that or royalties for projects that you work on, even if you're working on Seinfeld, like in the 90s. Like, you get perks and you're making a lot more money than probably guys now, but you're not getting any kind of like royalties where you would be getting paid after you do the work. You're just getting paid for that day that you're there working.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, according to him, what he said is he could do one project, make 80 grand, but now that same project, they want to give him like 7 grand.
Yeah. I mean,
if that sounds accurate.
It does sound accurate, because it was a lot more fruitful back then, you know, like even 10 years ago, because I've been doing it for 10 years and going on 10 years. And just in the 10 years I've been doing it, I've seen like this kind of.
That huge shift. I mean, that's happening with like everything, basically.
I was going to say it's happening in all industries, even my job. They go up on our hourly and then decrease the amount of hours we work. and how they pay us, it's funky.
Well,
Yeah,
they got it
so
down to a science now where they
Yeah,
know
they-
how to nickel and dime, like in every industry. I feel like it's just things have evolved to such a point where they know exactly what they need. They know exactly what they can get away with and not get away with in all these different industries. I mean, I've seen, my brother does insurance and stuff, and I've even seen his industry go down, especially because of COVID, where they started limiting, doing work out, you couldn't do work with foreign nationals. And a lot of the insurance business was based on that, at least before my brother it was. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of different industries, guys that were making $500,000 a year are making 120 now or something. So it's been pretty dramatic downturn.
yeah, so wow. So morning mess before I get over to anarchy here. So if you don't mind telling us, like, what industry are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm just a flight attendant, and I hope I don't say anything that'll get me in trouble. But basically, what I've noticed with even my friends who work for other airlines is they decrease like the more senior you are, because there are people who are making like $72, $75 an hour, right? Depending on what kind of trips you're doing. And they decrease those people's hourly a month that they're guaranteed, and then put more work on the really, really junior people who are making like 30, 28, $25 an hour. And then they get burnt out and then they quit, but they don't care, because if they quit within a certain amount of time, it's no loss to the company.
No
They actually
severance pay or anything.
Yep.
nothing.
My
So I'll leave it at that, but it's kind of, it's crazy.
well, you could just tell me if I'm right or wrong, but with it being a flight attendant, you make all your money when you're in the air.
When we push back, technically it's all flight pay. So yeah, a lot of the time, like if I work a 14-hour or 12-hour day, then I might only get, 445, 10 hours for that. It just depends. But technically, yeah, you could work your FAA max, which I think is like 1601, 16 and a half. And the company I work for, the guarantee is only 445. So for a junior person, even at $30, 35 an hour, when you divide that for a 16-hour day, because you're still around passengers, you're still in the airport. I've been there a while, so I don't have that issue, but I'm just saying I can see how if you're senior, you would get frustrated because now you're getting fewer hours and you've been there 30, 40, sometimes 50 years. And if you're junior, you're working 14-hour days and you're getting the equivalent of like 18, $16 an hour to really like risk your life ultimately.
Yeah, you're always in the air. Well, because like all my mom's friends were all like paralegals at a law firm, secretaries, flight attendants. And growing up, that was all like they all seemed to do really well for themselves. But when I started, like once my mom got older and then all of them got older too.
Oh my gosh. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You just nearly ruined the whole thing. I'm just joking.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is like,
I can't hear
those were
you.
all really good jobs, for the time. Like you could be just fine. You could live on your own. You could do all that. And now all that shit is gone. Like even all those opportunities, it's all fucked. Like you can go get a paralegal position. They used to pay you like 55, 60 grand a year. And now they're paying you. Any paralegals in the chat, go ahead and tell me if I'm tripping.
Uh-oh, my sound cut out.
It's okay.
Uh-oh. Oh goodness.
It's all right. I'm gonna mute you just in case while you're figuring that out. But yeah, so what I watched happen, because I worked at this law firm my mom worked at, part-time mailroom, and later on, like 4 years ago, they ended up doing a huge layoff. They just laid off a bunch of people, brought a bunch of new people in, and just paid them $15,000 less, all of them. And I just remember being like, I was just like, wait, what? And that was like right before my mom had passed away. So I'm sitting there like, okay, now I have a mom out of work and now I have a dad out of work. And I'm just sitting here going, and I don't make shit. What do I make? 60 grand a year? How the fuck am I supposed to pay for everybody? And anyways, we got Anarchy here. Anarchy, how old are you and where are you calling from?
36 in Vegas.
All right, man. So we could get off of the paralegals and flight attendant stuff here. So what's percolating on your mind tonight? This is this. You guys are the end of the show, so this is going to be the end of the party. Us three here.
Well, I guess I just missed the last 100, the C note, but that's cool. I appreciate being on, Jack. You're the man. Do you still skate anymore?
I try and skate once or twice a week. It's good.
Sweet.
It's good cardio. I don't go
Yeah.
like crazy. I don't go intense. Just because I don't want to I don't want. I'm not like scared. I just I don't go big anymore. Not that I ever really went big, but I don't go crazy with it. So I try to. I've been on my board a lot lately. Now I just have so much time. I'm just kind of like, well, I guess I'll go skate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm the oldest guy at the park, and then sometimes there'll be like 10 other guys who I was skating with 15 years ago, and I'm like, oh shit, everyone's here. I'm like, damn. So that's cool. But wait, so Anarchy, real quick, you said you were calling in for the 100. You know what? Fuck it. But we're gonna end the show on a cool note. So give us the story. Why do you need $100?
Well, right now I'm living at home with. I've done the van life thing where I was living in my truck for 9 months, and that was kind of cool actually. It wasn't so bad. Got to save up some money, but and then I got a trailer for $2,000. I still got that, but it's I'm just hella broke right now. Fucking, I got $62 in my bank account. I'm a professional mover, but work's slow right now, and it's just starting to pick up. But as of right now, I got $60 in my checking, which is kind of sad, But also,
it happens. I've been there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm there too, bro.
There's
Recently.
worse things to complain about for sure. But my mom's a fucking covert malignant narcissist. So that video that you did about narcissism, that was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
I like all your video topics. You got a lot of dope videos.
I appreciate that,
I second
man.
that. I second that.
I appreciate both you guys. So let me ask you a question. So like right now, I fuck it. At this point, we've given away enough money. We'll do another 100. Who cares? If it could help, it helps. So
yeah, I hate to even bring that up.
Don't. This video is literally titled "I'm giving away money." It's appropriate. It's more than appropriate. Okay, so you're in the moving industry. You're living in your car. So like, what's your deal now? Like, you got a place you live in. You renting a room.
Well, that's the thing is I'm back home with my mom right now after just finding out about 6 months ago. I didn't even know what a narcissist was 6 months ago. And I just need to get out of here. So I want to start working as much as I can and save up. And I'll live in my trailer or my truck, no problem. But right now I'm so broke that, just even a shower at the truck stop costs $15 for a shower, to do laundry and stuff like that, and saving money on gas. And what I mean? So
I get it. I get it. You said you're out in LA?
No, Vegas.
Oh, you're in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even care. We're gonna end the show on this note. You got Cash App? What you got? Cash App, Zelle, Zelle? That's your shtick. That's your okay. I got you. All right. Hold on. Let me log in. We're gonna end on this note. We're gonna get one more. You know what? Fuck it. We're going all the way. We're giving out the money. Funny. We're doing it up, man. I want to talk a little bit more about the Hollywood stuff with you, though. Slight sight. Hold on one second. I'm gonna hook this guy up with a little cheddar, and then we'll end with a little Hollywood talk.
Oh yeah, I love your conspiracy videos too. Like, I'm a huge conspiracy.
Yeah,
fan.
I've been trying to find new ways to title those if I ever do them, because anytime I put something else in there, it just kind of fucks up, doesn't push it. Or maybe I just made a
this one, bro.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are just kind of like, well, that makes sense. Yeah, literally though. Yeah. Hold on one second.
I look forward to your videos, bro, over everybody on the internet. And whenever it comes on, dude, I'm just like, oh, sick, dude. Something to watch for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I appreciate
20 minutes, whatever it is.
I appreciate that, guys. I really do. There was a point in time where I got no views, and no, I'm not kidding. Like, for real. All right. So what's your Zelle information here, Anarchy?
Should I just give you the Gmail?
Whatever it's hooked up to, your phone number, whatever is hooked up to it.
I usually do it through a phone number, but I didn't know if giving a phone number on here was
You
fine enough.
you might just have to take the risk, man.
Yeah, that's cool with me. 714-737-3680.
Okay,
David,
714
737-3680.
Got it. Hold on. All right, we're sending it. I'm cooking it up. Then I got one more question. I got another question here for a slight site when I'm done with this, though. And then we can wrap it up. All right, hold on. I'm zipping it. We're doing the zippity doodah right here, man. It's zinging. Boom, boom.
Oh, was I supposed to answer that?
Bang.
Awesome. Was that you calling right now, or?
No, it's probably just a text saying you just got money.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look, Anarchy, I wish you all the best, man. I'm gonna let you go. I got a question here for Slight, though.
I appreciate you, bro.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you very much.
best of luck to you. Suck it up, save some bread up, and carry your ass on, brother.
Hell yeah, will
All right,
do.
man. All right, so we're gonna end with this one. Slight Sight. All right, so you were in the Hollywood business. So when I first moved out to California, I was there for skating, but I also was like doing stand up, and I was trying to kind of go that route. But I decided not to go at it because as someone in it, I felt like it was such like you had to jump over so many hurdles just to get in. Like, what was your experience with like getting in and like making a way in that business? Like, I'm so curious because it was so difficult for me to try and do it. That's why I'm asking.
What I've noticed, dude, is that there's like terminology that they use. I should be somewhat careful on what I talk about, just because,
be super careful. Be super.
But
careful.
from what I've seen, dude, because I actually went through like a training program to get into it. But dude, you have to know somebody. You have to know somebody. It's rare, dude, that you're an orphan, is what they would call it. That's where you don't have a dad or an uncle or a brother or a sister. Yeah, or somebody somewhere in the biz. But 99% of the guys that I bumped into, whether they admit it or not, they know somebody. Somebody pulled a string and got them into a training program or got them their first day. But dude, it's hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And they can really do what they want to keep people at bay. Like if they don't like you or they don't want you in, you'll never make it in. Or you might just by luck, but it's all about who you network with. So if you meet the right people, dude, that do like you, even if other people don't, and those people have pull, they can get you in. But dude, it took me like a substantial years and years and years to become a member of one of the,
one of the SAG
entities,
things,
one of the entities that I work for. And the other one, I went through a training program, which got my foot in the door. But I mean, dude, it was definitely a battle. And if you're not somebody that knows a lot of people, or if you're not really good at networking or have that nepotism in your favor, like good luck getting good gigs. Like you'll get work, but you're going to be, getting the jobs that nobody wants and the jobs that you're probably not going to want either because they just don't pay well, or, just depending on what it is, man. There's so many different variables to it, but it's definitely a struggle to say the least.
Yeah, I was just curious because when I was out there trying to do stuff and like, I would go to all these places like UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade, where they do improv. I go to all the stand-up spots and like talking with people, and I would just hear the craziest stories. And then like, every time somebody would go up and they're like somebody kind of famous or like a D-list, B-list, C-list celebrity kind of deal, like all the guys in the back would be like, oh yeah, well his uncle's this, and like, oh, she's fucking that guy. And I remember just being like, because at that time, like conspiracy stuff wasn't big back then, but I was like always down those rabbit holes just because I always thought it was fun. But I remember just being like, oh man, like a lot of this stuff, maybe like a lot of this shit's kind of true, like a lot of this kind of weird shit that goes down just to get in the biz. And anyways, we're not gonna go too deep on this. I don't want you having any issues.
No, it's all good, man. It is what it is at this point, dude. And to be honest with you, Jack, like you're taking the right route, because I think even Hollywood sees it coming down the pipeline.
I had a guy from CAA just reach out to me recently. That's Creative Artist Agency, and I told him I'd take the meeting, but like I highly doubt I'm going to sign. But I'm going to take the
all
meeting.
these rappers, bro, when they do the independent.
Yep.
We're independent. Dude, like what you're doing right now is completely independent Hollywood. You are doing it on your own, dude. Like you don't even need to get these people involved, because I feel like some of these people, bro, they see your talent and they know that they're gonna be able to make money off you. So I think if you just take even if you feel like you're going the hard route, dude, if you just stick to your grind, you're gonna make it no matter what, bro. Like look at what I've been here since 17,000. I'm familiar with Jeremiah Baby and all. For years, I've been seeing his stuff pop up in my feed. I didn't pay him a lot of attention until recently, dude. But every now and then I'd see one of his videos or whatever.
Yeah, he posts a lot. I watch like one of his.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah,
I love his stuff, dude. But dude, you're doing it. Like you are doing it, bro. You know how many people are in Hollywood right now that wish they had the talent you have right now, or like the little bit of following. Like you're starting to really catch traction, dude. Where
I appreciate that.
And I know a lot of people have said that to you. I watch you religiously, dude.
Well,
so
I was just asking you because that's kind of something I was, you feel like when I'm going to end on this note, is sometimes you feel like, because I've always been against the grain, like always, my whole life has been, I feel like I've just made it hard on myself, which I think a lot of us do to ourselves. We can make it hard on our own self, like self-sabotage type deal.
Yeah.
And that's why I was kind of like, you know what, let me take the meeting. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, I've come this far doing it this way. And I was kind of like, I don't know if there's any sense in even going the other way. It's kind of like,
dude, entertain everything, bro, because in the entertainment industry, it's all about networking. So you might want to just go, dude, just to
make
that
nice
guy
with the guy.
When you're at the club, bro, and all of a sudden you see him sitting in the back and it's like, oh, I know that guy. I can go over and say hi to him. So it's not, I don't think you should pigeonhole yourself, dude, and not take meetings, bro, if people are offering them to you, but just be very cautious, dude, on taking any deals or signing anything.
Yes.
Because they see something in you, bro, that you probably, I know in your heart what you are, but they're seeing something in your talent and they're already thinking of a way that they can push you out to the masses, bro, and make millions off you. So if they're calling you, dude, they see something, bro, that maybe you're not quite seeing yet, or they have some kind of plan that you're not aware of, dude. So you just got to be super conscious of that and maybe even hire some kind of entertainment lawyer, an honest one, dude, that could attend these meetings with you just so you don't get yourself in a weird predicament,
I really appreciate that, brother. Hey, definitely hit me up on Instagram and I'd like to talk to you.
Okay, I don't even watch TV, bro, and I work on it.
All right. Well, guess what? I'm gonna see you when I see you, brother.
Yeah, brother. We'll talk soon, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, take care, brother.
God, hell of a stream, guys. Hell of a stream. We're gonna end the party here. And oh wait, this was funny. He goes, no, not that one. He goes, don't give that BJ, Jack. Yeah, that's Hollywood for you. So I hear. Who knows? Anyways, I appreciate all you guys coming in here. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna be on Shape stream. Call me Shape. I'm gonna just hop in. I'll be on the chat, dicking around. God, hell of a talk. Good times. Fuck, that was fun, man. I think we gave up like $600. Yeah, not bad. Good shit.